Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Downtime with Downstar. I don't know the exact episode, but today we are here with one of my favorite guests ever, TJ T Money 805. My brother.
He fucked up.
He's white, guys, so he doesn't know how to do like a dap.
Yeah, I'm like uncoordinated.
He always messes it up. It's all good.
Like that.
Oh. You brought the dab back?
I tried to do it like is it like that? I don't know. I can't do it.
That's crazy. You know one thing about you, TJ, is it's real sad.
Oh, it's a real sad.
Like borderline pathetic.
Oh, I'm borderline pathetic.
No, not good. You. Like one aspect of you is borderline pathetic. Is when we went to SEMA and then we went to the after party, and then that group was performing. Remember that group? The three brothers.
Oh yeah, the three brothers, the one that died.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah. What was their group name?
Migos.
Oh, you called them the Amigos.
Yeah, I thought they were the Amigos.
That's
at first.
embarrassing.
Hey, I that was when they first came out. I didn't know about them.
Guess so. I guess I don't know about Tim McGraw. So
I don't know about Tim McGraw either. Except he was in like a couple movies.
Tim McGraw. You know what song I like is Tim McGraw and Taylor Swift, Highway Don't Care. You ever heard that song?
Nah.
Oh, man.
Highway Don't Care?
It's a beautiful
I didn't
song.
even know they did the song together.
Yeah, collab, dude.
Damn, I didn't even know Tim McGraw was still relevant. Last time I heard he was
this song's old.
He was in that movie, The Blind Side. That's the only thing I think of like when I think of Tim McGraw.
Oh, really?
It's been a minute.
Welcome, dude.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Back in the new studio.
Back in the studio.
What do you think, dude?
I like it. It's tight.
I know, man. I like it, dude.
It's very homey.
I like it. You know, there's a chair right there, so if somebody wants to sit in. And since that was the chair that we were using here, it has the mount for a mic.
Ooh.
So we could actually have that.
Do like a three-way?
Yeah. Because I want to do pods with me, Gabe, and Bran. And
that'd be cool.
I think that would be pretty funny.
Opposite, like doing like office episodes and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's a good
kind of, dude. Think about it, bro.
It,
we pod. Just think about that. Like
it.
That would be like some next level Seinfeld shit. Just the basically potting nothing of nothing.
Nothing of nothing.
Yeah, just your everyday life about
Yeah.
the shit you guys clown on every day.
I feel like the other setup that I had was too much like Dr. Phil-ish.
It kind of was. I mean, well, one, because we weren't facing like head on. You were like right to the side of me.
I had no cards and I crossed my legs.
Exactly.
I had my legs crossed and I had no cards.
Pondering it. The only thing you were missing was like a coffee book right there in the center.
Oh, yeah, right?
Or you got to get the coffee book. That's the coffee table book.
I know. Did they ever make that?
I don't think they did.
That would be cool if they did. But yeah,
should.
it was too Dr. Phil-ish, you know?
I understand.
And a lot of those episodes, they went more towards like the sad kind of. You know, I think that vibe really opened people up to like dive into like the sad part of things.
You also got to think that time that you did those, that was during COVID, so
it was a little after,
just a little after.
Things,
so it was like finally getting shit back to normal. Because you got to think like when we had the one downstairs, everything was like normal. We used to just pod all the time in the room. And then after that, then COVID hit, and then you stopped, and then you built that one upstairs. Just right after that.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. That's why you're smart, dude.
Nah, I just remember shit, you know?
Man, you
from
do.
Time to time.
Remember we went to 50 Cent?
Yes, I did.
Dude, that was so fun, bro.
That was one of the coolest concerts.
I think so, right?
Oh, yeah. And the amount of guests he had, dude, that was insane.
I know, man.
I can't believe he pulled that.
We saw 50 Cent at the Crypto Arena, which was the old Staples Center, right?
It'll always be Staples.
It will always be, right? For sure. It was good, though.
It was a dope show.
Dude, we had, shout out to my cousin Steven, bro. He hooked me up with the tickets for free.
Hell yeah.
And we had like a box. And what did they call those? Like just
box.
a box?
Yeah, just a VIP box.
VIP box.
Yeah.
That was so cool, huh?
It was legit. It was such a good show.
Crazy, dude.
And all the guests that came out. It was tight.
Yeah, that was a good time, man.
Yeah. Just on to the many check marks of concerts we've been through over the years.
Dude, Ashley and I were just laughing at you, bro.
Oh, tell me something I don't know.
Dude, we were just laughing at you and shit.
Oh yeah,
You see where TJ was at? And I was like, yeah, I was trying to figure out where he was at.
She thought I was in Vegas. She's like, "Are you in Vegas?" I'm like, "No, I'm in LA." She's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "What?"
I said, "Where's TJ?" I said,
No.
Ed Sheeran, what?
Ed Sheeran, bro, he's
Come
dope.
on, dude.
You don't like Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Like,
He's a good artist.
Yeah, but I just wouldn't go see him in concert.
You know, I'm all about the music. So if a good artist is coming and, you know, I like checking them out, why not? It's just on the bucket list to say I saw them. It's like one of the coolest things for me. But what I also like about going to those concerts is people I've never heard about open up for those artists. And then that's when I hear it. So like, for instance, the guy that opened up for him was a guy named Russ. I never heard of Russ before.
Okay.
I've never heard of him, and he was pretty good.
Oh,
he was
really?
A good artist.
Never heard of this dude Russ before.
Apparently, you have.
What is
You're a dick.
Russ?
Yeah, Russ.
Oh, well, that's
R-U-S.
cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him.
Russ is cool, dude.
Yeah, but he was good. I liked him. He was good.
Russ does all of his own music, the beats and everything. He owns 100% of all of his music.
Oh, that's cool.
And he learned how to like make beats and stuff, and he's super wildly successful, but not on a mainstream level.
Like I said, I never heard of him before.
Yeah.
But if I didn't go to that concert, I guarantee you still to this day, I wouldn't know who the fuck the guy is.
He actually has a book that
Really?
when I was doing 75 Hard, I read his book.
Oh, no.
And it was really good. It was I forget what it's called, dude, but it's a yellow book. I remember that. But yeah, shout out to Russ, man.
Yeah, he was good. Like
He
I
might
said,
be listening.
he
Shout
might
out
be.
to you, bro.
Shout out to you, Russ. You got
Yeah,
a new
where's your
fan.
camera?
You
We got our cameras, dude. We got our cameras.
Shout out, you may have a new fan, but I'm just saying he was good. So that's the other reason, like, why I go to these concerts is artists you never seen before. You get to find out and meet them, and see them, and they're like, oh shit, these people are good.
Oh,
and I think that's kind of like when you go to these bands and you see that, it gives you that whole perspective of like, you know, people are going to see the main person, but you go there and you see something, you're actually like, oh my god, these guys are really good. And I've done that my whole life, going to concerts, and I'll go for the opening bands and just check them out because you never know. Like, think about how hard it is for them. Like, they're just on the tour. They're like, most people don't care about you. You're just there just to see the main headliner. But then you find some really good artists and you're like, man, this band is like really good. I like them.
Yeah, kind of like when we went to go see Fall Out Boy, and then they had an opener, and we're like, damn, this opener's pretty good.
Oh yeah, like really
something
good.
Like Newfound Glory or something.
Oh yeah, Newfound Glory.
Some little no-name band they opened up for Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, but that just shows you. I don't know, man.
How does that make sense? Have I been out of the loop that long?
You've been out of the loop, bro.
Fall Out Boy.
That's what happens when you wear Harry Potter glasses.
Well, they're prescribed. Okay?
Really? Are they?
Yeah,
No,
I have
they're not.
cataracts. Okay?
Bullshit.
Thank you. They are
Glaucoma.
Glaucoma and cataracts. I got all that.
But yeah, dude. Well, it's because like Newfound was a big band. Then they kind of died off a little bit, and then they haven't really made anything huge in a while, and they kind of just became that big band that fell off, was big in the 90s, early 2000s, and then they were just known off of that.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy, they kind of sold out, and then they became like just uber big. It was crazy, mega big.
Yeah.
And I don't even like their music that much. They have like, to me, they have a couple good songs. Like their old stuff was better than any of their new stuff, but their new stuff was all mainstream and in movies and all that shit, and that's what sold them out. And because of that, makes them so big, and then they became like just a big band.
That really bummed me out when we went to go see Newfound.
And I couldn't believe they weren't even the co-headliner. Yeah. They were the pre co-headliner.
Dude, we were getting our hot dogs.
Dude, and then literally putting ketchup on the hot dog. You're like, oh shit, they're on. I got to run out.
Bro, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
That made me feel so old.
It did.
That's sad.
But then again, because we went to that concert, the band that opened up for them, I would have never heard of them.
And they were really good.
And they were really good. And that was Bring Me the Horizon. And I had never heard of them. Yeah, that was the name. Okay. I didn't hear about them. Like you, I've heard the name before, but I never listened to the music.
Gotcha.
And then when we went to go see them, I was like, oh shit, this band's like, and it's crazy because they're a harder kind of core band than the other bands I played. So when I think about that, is like, bam, cool. I got more music for my arsenal to listen to now. So it's kind of cool. I mean, even you did. You liked them too. You were like, God damn, this band's tight.
It was really good. I was rocking out.
I know.
I had
snuck
horns
out
up, dude. I was doing that thing.
I know.
The horns. Yeah, we snuck, dude.
Then we snuck down to the pit.
Because we had good seats for that one too.
Yeah, we were in the box, basically the box section. The Founders Club is what it was called.
So what stadium was that at again?
The Bank of California.
Okay,
stadium.
Bank of California.
It's where the Galaxy Soccer, I think, plays.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So we wanted to get to the floor area, so we ended up sneaking in there, and it worked out. Why are you always scared?
We always do that.
No, I pressure you. I
pressure
pressure you into it. Why do you get scared? What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. I guess in my mind, I want to get kicked out.
But we were already ready to leave anyway.
I know. That's why I followed you.
I think you follow the rules way too closely. I think you drove here 65 on the freeway.
No, that I don't. I speed.
Really? What is speeding? Speeding to TJ?
Like 75.
Oh my God, 75.
75,
dude.
80 is what I do on the freeway going to work.
I'm just always busting your balls. I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, but when we went to C50, was I following the rules?
What happened then?
I snuck into the parking structure and then didn't leave.
Oh my God, you were so nervous, dude. You were so nervous.
I was like, fuck, are they going to tow my car? Shit.
They don't give a fuck. Dude.
I know.
That's the way that I look at it, is like all these people, they just really don't give a fuck. You know?
And nowadays they don't. It's just like another job, and they're just like, whatever, just fucking
for sure.
go.
And if you think about it, how much money could a security guard really make an hour? You know, maybe
30
bucks an hour. Okay, so if they're blocking you from, say, if you want to get backstage or to an area that you're not supposed to be in, you just give them $100. I would let somebody in.
Yeah.
For $100.
But at the same time, as if they end up finding out they did, or like on cameras, they lose their job for $100.
Yeah, I think they're just, maybe a lot of them are just hired for that day or something.
Yeah, for some of that stuff, yeah.
Just think of like Warp Tour or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people are going to
Well, Warp Tour and stuff, there's like, I don't think that, because like there's not really cameras like in those areas.
For sure.
But places like the Staples Center or something where there's, cameras everywhere you look, then I think like, oh, they're like, oh, who let him in? Oh, let me go on the cameras. Oh.
And that's if you do some crazy shit too. Yeah. Like if we just go back there and like eat some watermelon or whatever.
And that's actually, side note, Herbs and Patches.
Oh yeah, Herbs and Patches. I would love to do that podcast with you, but it's just hard to like make time, especially for like both of us to have time, because we've been wanting to do this pod
for months now.
Yeah,
everything's just life.
Yeah, life.
But got to make time.
Yeah,
that's why I'm here. I was like, I called you up. I was like, hey Frank, we got a pod.
I totally forgot.
I know, that's why I hit you up, because I figured you did.
Yeah,
because your memory isn't the greatest.
I took my pills.
Hey, so now you should be remembering shit.
It's going digesting.
So
right
people,
now.
If you just see like a light bulb flash, bling, then you know Frank's pills worked.
I've been taking lion's mane. Lion's mane mushroom pills.
Doesn't that make lion's mane doesn't mean you like grow like a nice furry lock?
That's what a mane is.
Well, that's what I think. When I think of lion's mane,
yeah.
I would think like you'd have like this luscious flow of hair.
I think that's just the type of mushroom, but that would be cool too. To have like lion hair. Because
be all coarse and thick.
So what if, how they could do hair transplants? Mm-hmm. Have you thought about that? Have they tried to do like lion hair transplants?
Well, first off, you have to go get a lion.
I'm sure they have one at Santa Barbara Zoo.
Yeah, you want to get in there and fucking cut the lion's hair?
All you need is one, dude. You just need one DNA. Or what if it's like strand for strand? Bing, and then bing. That would be cool though. To have like lion's mane, like an actual.
You'd be like, I got a little bit of lion DNA in me. Luscious flow. Then when you're cold outside, you don't have to worry because you got this nice lion's mane in your head.
That'd be nice.
Dang.
I want to go to Africa one day to go on a safari.
I've been a couple times.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. You act like I haven't. I was born there.
Yeah, I know.
I've been back, and I've been on a couple safaris.
I don't know you've been on a couple safaris.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
I don't.
Oh, wait,
remember the pills hasn't
remember.
the pills haven't kicked in yet. I don't remember.
This guy and his fucking memory.
How old were you in the last time you went?
The last time I went that I did a safari, I was 14.
Oh, wow.
I was 14. And we went to this safari called the Leopard Hills. That's what it was called. It was a game park. Really, really cool. You get to see a lot of crazy shit there. But it's really, really cool. A lot of open everything. We saw like a snake take down a gazelle. It was crazy. Like it just literally
snake?
A snake. Because remember, they have big ass anacondas out there. So you see those things wrap it and then it just literally wraps its head and just chokes it and it dies. The craziest part I think to me that I saw that I was tripping out on is this snake literally ate whole, but you just see like the snake's mouth like adjust. But it takes forever to literally eat and move.
Yeah.
But then like we came back on the way back because the snake devoured the whole thing. And then hours later, then you just see the lion come and eat the snake. Survival. Yeah, because they can't move. Like it takes them forever to digest. So you got to think their body is just surrounding this animal and it's in their belly and they can't move because it's just weighs more than them. It's just, and it takes forever. And then the lion comes and just takes it.
It's karma. That's karma. But who
Survival
eats the
of the
lion?
fittest.
Now we capture the lion.
Yep. And then we
jack
eat
him
it.
for his hair.
Or like hyenas and stuff. But actually they were saying the most, like one of the most dangerous animals there that you don't really even think about are the hippos. The hippopotamuses.
Snap.
And I didn't even think about it. I would just be like, oh, fucking lion or a hyena.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, the hippopotamus, one of the craziest fucking animals ever.
For sure.
You wouldn't even think about it.
They eat watermelon. They do, and then you give them a whole watermelon. I just like watermelon, dude.
Apparently.
So they eat the watermelon and a watermelon whole, and they're just done. For real. Frankie's been into crocodiles, so we'll watch crocodile videos on YouTube.
Sure, Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, no, we were watching Steve Irwin, rest in peace.
You know what's sad about Steve Irwin? Like, that guy is like, I was just always thinking this. Can you imagine being the animals, and they're like, this guy is taking down every animal you can think of, like messed with them and stuff like that. And then the one animal that fucking kills him is a stingray, like the weakest animal. And they were like, how do you think the animals feel? They're like, man, I couldn't take this guy down, but a fucking stingray did. It's crazy.
Sad.
It is sad.
It's crazy.
It's a crazy world. But then it just shows you, like, you play with fire enough.
For sure. And I'm just right here selling bolts. Like, that's what some people are doing with their life. Like,
literally
that dude
playing
was, like,
with fire.
Playing with
like sticking your hand in an alligator's mouth.
gators
like,
and snakes and tigers and shit.
Fuck that.
And I'm just right here selling colored bolts. That's crazy.
You're bagging them up.
Yeah,
little
dude.
baggies.
Like, I don't know, man. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin, dude.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, though, I guess.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, to go out like that, hey, at least he was a legend in that, like, era.
Yeah.
And people always know who he was. I mean.
But, I mean, then people always make fun of how he died, too.
Oh, yeah, because you think, like, it would have been cooler if he got, like, mauled by a bear
For
or
sure.
a tiger. It'd be like, oh, he went out like a champ.
Yeah.
But then, like, the stingray got him.
For
like,
sure.
Out of all things.
So I want to get 4 animals tatted.
4 animals tatted.
So it's a Bengal tiger,
Okay.
chimpanzee,
Okay.
a great white shark,
Okay.
and a hyena. Those are my 4.
Why those
favorite
4?
animals.
That's what I want to know. Why 4?
Why 4?
Well, why those 4 specifically?
Great white shark, just because like it's undeniable. Great white shark is like pizza. You don't even have to explain it. It just is.
You know what you should get over a great white shark?
What?
The megalodon.
This is still a shark,
Yeah, it's the shark of all sharks.
but
Like,
that's too big.
but it's a fucking megalodon, bro.
If it
I'm
even
fascinated.
existed.
Oh, it did. Those like shark teeth that came out and like you see the size of them, that prehistoric that they find.
Yeah.
That was real shit. And I still, in my brain, think there's one hiding in the sea.
Yeah, for sure.
There is.
There's probably a bunch of them there.
I think there's still, because if you talk about like the amount that we've discovered in the ocean and whatever, you know, to me, I still think they're there. Like 100% think they're just hiding, or think about this. If someone did see it, chances are they're probably dead
yeah.
because it fucking ate the whole
For
thing.
sure. It ate the whole
Yeah.
boat. Or
So it
whatever.
ate the whole boat, ate everything, and then you never know.
Yeah. What if they're in like a big cave or something in the middle
maybe.
of the Atlantic? and he's just chilling. And then
just
he
waiting.
just comes out, eats a bunch of stuff, and then goes back in.
Yeah, like a bear, like hibernating, like season game fishing.
I think it's real crazy when people don't think that those things exist.
Oh, they do, 100%. But because in today's world, people are like, if they don't see it, they don't believe it.
So even stuff I see, I don't believe. Like what?
Like what?
A lot of stuff.
So like, what do you see that you've seen that you're like, I don't believe it? Give me an example. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, it's hard to actually think.
But I want to know
it.
like what you actually see, and you're like, I don't believe that.
So there's some videos of people that like their eyes will turn into like reptile eyes. Yeah. So then I want to believe that. I want to believe that there's the shape-shifting species.
See, but you're just seeing on video. But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it would be one thing to see it in person, I guess.
Oh,
maybe.
seen it. Yeah. Things that I've seen in person. That's what I don't believe.
Because remember, on film, you can do anything online.
Successful people. Like I'll see people at like car shows and stuff, and then they're like acting all successful, and I'm like, I don't believe that.
Nah,
I don't believe that.
They're clout
for sure.
That's right. Because they're just, no cap.
Yeah, they're super cap. Yeah. That's probably that, okay. But I'm talking about like online. Okay. I see a lot of stuff online, and I know personally,
of that stuff, I'm right there with you. Where it's like you're skeptical because nowadays with online editing and stuff, you can make anything look like so good.
Yeah.
But it does make you wonder because now, like all of a sudden, now the government's coming out like, "Hey, aliens exist," and all this shit. Like now they're finally like, and we knew like, partially knew like some of the stuff had to been there. That's where you get like most of the stuff from. But now for them to finally admit like, hey.
Then I don't believe that. I don't believe that they're really admitting it. I think that they're trying to cover something else. So it's like
you think that now because they're admitting it now it's just another cover up of something else?
Yeah.
Because now they're like trying to take your mind off of something
It's like when you don't trust somebody at all and then they say something that you want to trust them on, you can't. Because they've already proven that they're not trustworthy.
I can see that government is good at that.
So it's like I want to believe it, and I still do believe it. I do believe 1,000% that there are other life forms besides the human race.
Oh yeah.
But I don't need them to prove it to me because I don't believe them. And I've seen videos of like air hangars where they have like huge spaceship looking things. Like chrome dome kind of like spaceships. So,
but do you ever think of like when you think of like chrome dome spaceships, like you said, is that really what the alien ship is or looks like, or is that the image that they put in our head that we're supposed to make it think? Like, do aliens look like you, or do they look like the green like pointy jaw? Like we don't know, and it's just like. They put that out there, so you think that's the image that you may have of what an alien looks like.
Yeah.
But you don't know every day of like what they really look like.
I've seen some ugly ass people before, and I'm just like, there's no way that
you're like
we're the same species.
You're like, there's no way
it's not ugly. How like their jaws all crazy, and
you're like, that's an alien.
Double row of teeth and stuff like that. It's like some of them should have fallen out, baby teeth, but they still have their baby teeth, and then they have their adult teeth.
So you're walking by, you're like, that's a fucking alien right there.
For sure. Because if you think about it, right, evolution. So what if, say, you're a family of hillbillies that live in West Virginia.
Okay.
That's a state, right? West Virginia. Real hillbilly people, right?
Okay.
So they're all inbreds, and they're for real. Look it up.
No, I know. Believe me, I know. I'm laughing.
There's a dude that they did a documentary, and the dude just barks because he doesn't know how to even talk. So the dog taught him how to talk. So he just barks, right?
Okay.
Mad hillbillies and stuff. And then there's people like us who were born and raised or live in California, by the beach, and arguably the best state and the best area in the world, Southern California. We're not the same type of human being. Their evolution is from like 1800s because their bloodline hasn't even evolved. Right? He speaks dog. So how can you say that we're on the same evolution as them? The dude speaks dog, you know? So they're a different sort of they're like more closer to a caveman, like Encino Man.
It's a great movie.
You know? That's how I think of it, dude, is that if your bloodline isn't evolving, that you're a different level of the species of a human.
I didn't even think about it.
It's crazy to think about, right?
I'm thinking now. I'm trying to think that.
Because if you think about, so let's say like a caveman, right? How did a caveman evolve from that to us, the everyday person? How did that happen? Evolution over time.
And civilization too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you never civilized?
Yeah, like think about that. If you just had take it back to if you just were in a room by yourself and you were locked in a room by yourself. You only had one other person. You only knew that one person. How would your brain think? Or you wouldn't even know. Like if you were born, let's just say you were born in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Right? You only know one thing your whole life. You never went up, never saw anything. How would your brain know what's right? What else is there?
For sure.
Your brain would never know. You wouldn't know. You would just be adapted to it because you couldn't evolve into what you wanted to or, were destined to be. And then you think about that, it'd be pretty crazy. But, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think, but that actual stuff exists, which is a trip to me. And, like, that's kind of like how they make, like, scary movies and horror stuff. But that shit actually happens. This is, like, some weird shit out in the world.
So you think about, like, there's those civilizations that are just left alone and they live in the jungles and they still live the way that they did.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. 500 years ago.
Think about this. So, for example, you want to bring it back to go to South Africa. Like there are still some people that are civilized, but they live in the tribes and everything, and they still do the same stuff that was done hundreds of thousands of years ago.
For sure.
And they still live that way. And you want to talk about that? Like they could evolve, but they don't. They still live in that exact same way.
Yeah, like the guys from Diantward. Like they're very uncivilized. So if you compare like that guy to,
how are you gonna go from that?
We're talking about South Africa.
Oh my god!
So
he literally thinks the shit's the same way. Unbelievable. I'm talking about two different things. You're talking about fucking South African rappers. And I'm fucking talking about an actual tribe.
Oh my god,
that's the shit his brain goes to.
Send a picture of
it's the next level,
dude.
Why? So you can laugh at me some more?
No, bro. I love it because that's could take it, dog. That's it. Pause.
Yeah.
That you could take it. But so say something like that. The people that live in the jungles or something.
Okay.
Say we get one of those guys. We get that fool, right? And we bring him here. And then we're just like, hey, so look, instead of doing that, you could just eat this. We'll just drive up to the window and we get chicken. And it'll take so long. But their brain we don't have the same brain because their brain is stuck using technology, quote unquote technology from 500 years ago. Mm-hmm. So they're always going to be like uncivilized.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just like think about this. If you, like you said, you're raised out there, you never knew electronics. You just knew of like the old school ways of everything. You would never be like, what the fuck is this? It's a rock. You would think a phone is a rock. You wouldn't know any better.
Yeah.
You would throw it.
You wouldn't
know what to do with it.
And then it would get so annoying after a while because you're just trying to save this dude's life. And just show him like a better world,
and he would be like, "Fuck you!"
And he's just fucking everything up, and he's strong, because all he has to do is he like climbs trees, and so his spears. Like fucking arms,
like
and
Tarzan.
He's making spears out of everything and lighting everything on fire
and drawing hieroglyphics
all
over the wall.
Can't fucking do it. I tried to fucking make him a better life and try to give him toppers pizza. He just fucking threw it at me and it's hot. Try to give him coffee. Goddamn, fuck this guy.
Like, too bad I didn't give him Pizza Man Dance. He probably would have liked it.
And then you just gotta take that food to Casitas. All right, get out of here. Go.
Casitas. Like it's the fucking jungle. See, Frank is so privileged nowadays. He thinks Casitas is a fucking jungle.
You take him to Casitas and
you're like, be gone now.
Take him to like Z4 campground, bro. All the way in the back. Just fucking go, all right? I tried to help you out. He's go.
And then he's off.
And then he turns around and he says, bye. And then you're like, a glimmer of hope, dude. He said bye.
And he sucks you back in again. And you're like, okay, come with me.
Come back in. And that's how people stay in toxic relationships, dude.
Hell yeah. Like, they get a glimmer of hope and then they bring him in.
They get a glimmer of hope. And
then sucks it dry.
I knew you could change. And then you get back and fucking.
You're like, nope.
Then you get in the car. You want some food?
Fuck you.
Fucking throws the food at you and makes you crash the car.
Yep.
You know,
and then
toxic
you're about
relationships, dude. Stay away from them.
Eminem, I think, taught it best, you know, like in Stan. Remember that?
Bro,
Stan? That song,
crazy,
Stan?
dog.
It's like, but it's funny because people are addicted to it. I think they, just like the fucking Jersey Shore that you fucking like to watch.
Yeah.
You and Ash love that shit.
I do.
But it's addicted, stupid drama. And you love it. I don't get it.
Well, so you firsthand tell me why you're addicted to that kind of
I don't
relationships.
Watch that show. Well,
that style relationship.
that
Why are you
style
addicted to that style of a relationship?
What are you talking about?
Toxic relationships. Why are you addicted to toxic relationships?
Everyone's
TJ?
addicted to toxic
Not
relationships.
not everybody.
Just a little bit, from time to time.
What is it though? Not anything specific.
I think
what
it's
is
the
it?
thrill.
The thrill of it.
Thrill.
Gosh.
Like, did you see? Like, there was what was it? Oh my god! You know that chick that interviewed Drake, the white girl, Bobby, right? There was I was watching like something. It was like an episode, and she was interviewing who was it? Some black rapper was.
Yachty.
It might have been Yachty.
With the dreads.
And he was like, oh, he's like, do you have a girlfriend or whatever? Or this is what she said, and she goes, why are you hitting on me? And he goes, no, you're not my type. And she goes, what's your type?
Oh my god! What the hell is his name? The comedian.
And I don't know what he said. And he was like, the shit that he said. He's like, no, you're not my type. I like the chick that's like, burn my house down, kill me, and then I bring her right back in, and then she's like, go to jail, and then come back, and then I'd be like, all right, I have 2 kids, and he's all, that's my type. And it was like the whole like,
keep talking, bro.
But you know what I'm talking about? And I was just like listening. I'm like, holy shit, like that was gnarly. But it was, I don't remember his name.
What the hell is it? Bobby with a?
It was some rapper. I don't remember. I think it was a Y.
Oh, here, no, Bobby with an I.
It is
okay.
And it was some rapper, dude. And she says,
no, it was a comedian.
It was a comedian. I thought it was a rapper, but he was just like, it's like, are you hitting on me? And he was like, no, you're not my type. And she's like, what's my type? And then he just goes and does this whole thing, and it was fucking gnarly.
Funny Marco.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh man, it made me laugh so hard, and I'm like. Because I'm like, there's definitely people out there like that.
Here it is. You guys got it. Listen to this.
What's your type?
People that, like, my type is just brothers, a lot of wild, ghetto, just booty titties. Just somebody just patting their head all day and just saying, where's my baby daddy? Where's my baby daddy? Oh, you got me I'm about to bust all your windows out. You got it all twisted in it. Go get my fucking gun before I beat your and I cheat on her. And then she just like, I don't know the fuck you didn't cheat on me. And she beat me up. And then I'll be in jail and I get out and I'll be like, yo, like, why you call the police on me? And she's just like, because
you ain't shit.
You ain't shit, the fucker. And then that's when I'm just like, yo, lady, chill out. I love you. And we start kissing. And she be like, now go in there and take care of your stepson, because he ain't really your son. And I'm like, whoa, I like that. I don't think you got that in you.
I was like watching that, and I'm like, he did not just say that shit. And I'm dying laughing. But like how he did it, and he was so confident on how he said it, I was like, oh, bet your ass there's people like that every day. And I'm laughing.
Funny Marco.
That's his name, Funny Marco?
They're actually, she's doing a podcast tour. If I'm not mistaken, I did see that, and he's going to be one of the
I heard like Drake like took all her shit down, like, and all that shit, like they boycott her. Like,
yeah.
I want to know how she even was able to do a podcast with him. Like, it's just like weird how like that demographic, like of just like random, like
she's had Drake, Tyga, Mark Cuban, Little Yachty,
but who
Shaq,
is
she? Jason Derulo. I don't know. So that's why
it was just weird. Like, how does that one random Joe Schmo girl?
Yeah,
it's like out of the streets that don't even like, and she's just awkward too when she's interviewed. She's like, Yeah, so tell me about that.
Yeah.
And
They're
that's
saying
just it.
she's like an industry plant.
I think so.
Yeah, which I mean, it makes sense. You know, if
Which it sucks though.
Yeah,
Because it's not, because then I think about it, it's not real. It's creating drama for no reason and kind of creating like this random set source, because there's no way that someone like that just gets access to these people for your like interviews.
Dude, what if we
Out of
had
nowhere.
Drake on the pod?
Fuck, Drizzy, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
I would love it.
Bro, Frank would probably get down on his knees and suck him off right here and there. Like 6 to midnight, that'd be Frank all day.
Why do you think that I would just want to suck his dick?
Because you're all about him. And he's smiling. Did you just see that? I hope cameras caught that smile. Like, yeah.
I'm just so I'm such a fan that I want to suck his dick.
Oh, yeah. That's totally, that's why he's smiling.
That's just absurd. What? No. I just want to have him here and be like, Drizzy, what's up, bro? That's crazy. And just talk about
Bolts.
same thing.
Okay.
Talk about like cavemen and shit like that. That's what I would want.
You know what?
I wouldn't want to suck his dick.
I'll make it awkward.
That's crazy.
But I think in general, if you could get him, which would be almost impossible. But nothing's
Damn,
impossible.
this is my best friend too, guys. That's cool.
I mean, it'd be
Go
cool.
ahead. I need people like you in
I
my
know.
life.
I'm trying to boost him. You know, you guys bring him into that high level of plateau.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring him. I'm trying to knock him down.
Okay.
To rebuild him and make him
I can't
stronger.
wait. Drake, are you listening to this?
I hope
can't
you are,
wait
Drake.
to have fucking Drake on
He's
here, dude.
just to prove you
I'm
wrong.
gonna talk so much shit about you too, dude.
Hey,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
and then have Drake do a freestyle about you. Damn. It's like right on the spot. He just give him a beat and he's like,
the
So-
realest combo that I ever had with Downstar. Damn.
Like
what
that?
if that?
Damn.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Some bar or something. Everybody
Yeah.
tag Drake in the
Yeah.
comments.
Like him right there. We're gonna spam Drake so much that we're gonna get him on this podcast.
But two things. So about that girl, like I've already gotten tired of her style of podcasting
it's
because
boring.
because it's like it's not you.
No.
You're putting on an act. So for one,
Yeah,
if
no
it was
one can
really
be
you,
that shallow, I think, and that like uninterested. I mean, it would take someone with like literally like half a brain to literally be like,
yeah.
tell me about this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that's like
that's
an
how
act.
she is.
But
But
if
it's a fake.
if there was somebody that was really like that, then that might be interesting. But the way that I feel about podcasting is definitely a skill.
Oh, it is
And
100%.
it's no matter how big you are or how big of a celebrity you are, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can podcast.
No, I agree. I mean, there's some people that naturally are gifted at it, and I think just like it's kind of like a sense of acting.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's actors that are going in there and they can do it. But then, there are some celebrities that can come on and you'd be like, that was a horrible podcast that they
Yeah.
just jumped on because they're all awkward about it and they don't know what to say. And then it's just like awkward silence. You're like, okay, what's
For
going
sure.
on here?
Just talking about dumb shit. Like I watch other people's podcasts and it would be like celebrities or not, or well-known people or not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'll fucking walk circles around your podcast. Your shit's whack, dude. You know?
See, now I got to bring them back down the level, people.
Kick me down. Take me down.
Just
a
keep
level.
taking them down those
But
notches,
you'll
guys.
never pod
Don't
with
worry.
Drake.
Don't worry, guys. I'll keep them humble for you. You want to know when you see him at SEMA, just remember, Team Money right here. I'm the one who keeps him humble.
Speaking of that, are you gonna go to see?
Hell
You're
yeah,
a
I am.
fucking liar.
Just
You
got my
liar,
tickets.
dude. Yeah, right.
I did.
What
Me-
days are you gonna go?
Me and Mike and Taki are going to go too.
Oh,
I got him to go too.
shit.
Uh,
Hey, shout out to Takio, dude.
Yeah.
I had a good combo with Takio. He's a great guy, man. I
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
my
dude.
dad's thing?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Pops. R.I.P.
You ready?
Ready for what?
You ready to talk? We still
Always.
joking?
Always. My life's a joke. No, but going Tuesday through Saturday.
You're going Halloween?
Yeah. Is that Halloween? Tuesday's Halloween.
Tuesday's
Right?
Halloween.
Nah, then I'm sorry. I'm gonna go Wednesday morning. Then I'm not gonna go on Halloween because I don't want to deal with that shit over there on the Halloween. So I'll go Wednesday morning and I'll leave.
You're gonna fly?
I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly at SB.
Oh, okay.
It's just easier.
Got you.
What about you?
We're driving. We're
Who's all
driving
going?
Wednesday. Gabe and I.
Okay, Gabe's going nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. And
I
we're,
still haven't booked the hotel room yet though.
we're staying at the
Cosmo.
No, I would love to, dude. But they have there's certain hotels that they have deals with
I know.
SEMA and
The SEMA deals.
and Cosmo. That
wasn't one of them.
that goes quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you going? Where you staying at?
Resort World. We stayed there last year. It was
I've never
dope,
been.
dude.
It's down at the end. That's the new building.
Bro, it's in walking distance
Yeah,
of
yeah,
SEMA.
I know exactly where it is.
Amazing, dude.
It was cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was so cool, man. So there's like 3 hotels in one.
Yeah.
Which make up the Resort World.
I heard their pool is like really cool with like a big old TV and just
It's
like
always
big.
cold, dude.
Well, it's because of the time of the year we're going.
I'm gonna
November.
go to the pool.
I know.
Go
But I'm just
swim
saying.
laps.
Yeah, I forgot
You
you,
know?
don't like to do that.
But you're
But
just saying
jacuzzi.
you're just saying nonsense. So
No, I'm
why
saying-
would you?
I'm just saying. I heard their
They
pool
have
is
a
cool.
cool pool, but we're
Yeah.
going for SEMA anyway.
I'm just saying
You
the
should
pool
stay
I heard
there,
is cool.
dude.
Yeah, maybe
You
I
should really
will.
stay there, because then we'll be. Because you never want to kick it with me at SEMA. Let's talk about it. What's really good?
I kick it with you all the time.
No, because you specifically told me that you have different groups of friends.
Of course
Right?
I have different groups of friends, but what does that have to do with SEMA?
You tell me. Because when you're at SEMA, you're with your other group of friends, and I know all those dudes, and they probably like me more than they like you.
This is
So,
the shit he goes with.
is that the reason that you don't want us all to hang out? Because I'll take
No.
your friends.
No.
Mm.
I just have different group set of friends. I do it for that reason. I've always done it since I was a kid. I have separate groups of friends, and I don't mix friends.
But I'm friends.
But
with
I
them.
have you're an acquaintance,
Okay.
so I put as acquaintance. But I usually have separate groups of friends for reasons.
So I'm an acquaintance to you.
No, not to me.
Okay, but
You're
to
my
them.
friend. To them, probably an acquaintance. Like,
Okay, I'm an acquaintance to them because we haven't spent the time to become friends. But
Possible.
I'm already acquainted enough with them where I could be like, "Hey, Takio, what's up, bro? You want to go get a drink tonight? You want to go get some dinner tonight?"
Smarter?
And do you think he would be like, "Oh, well, is TJ going?"
Probably.
No, he wouldn't.
He probably would.
He probably wouldn't.
He probably would.
I probably wouldn't.
I
I could
think he
steal
probably
your
would.
friends if I wanted to. I could steal your friends if I wanted to, TJ, but I don't.
Oh, you want to like, see?
You can
I
hang
got-
out
I
with
got
my
homework.
friends.
What friends do you got? I'll go back to that.
Another one, guys. Kicking me in the
I
fucking
gotta hit him
nutsack,
down.
bro.
I'm the only one of your friends that's left.
I know.
I just got to keep them around,
Yeah.
But nah, for real.
I actually hung out with Green
Yeah.
not
How's
long
he doing?
ago.
How's he doing?
Shout
Good?
out to Green, man.
Green.
He's doing good, bro.
Yeah, no, I saw him. He
He's,
helped me with my kitchen.
That's right. He's
He did
doing
my
his bird
backsplash.
stuff. He's
Yeah,
still
he was
doing
telling
it?
me about that. And, I was tripping out about all the shit. I had learned quite a bit from him about it. Because I have no idea on how that stuff. He was telling me, like, how they land together in a flock and, like,
Yeah.
how, like, you get a group and, like, the breed. And it was some crazy shit. And
Yeah,
would
I
just
know,
never
dude.
think of it.
Nuts.
Like, every time I think of a pigeon, I just think of
Costco.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, the pigeon that didn't want to move away.
Yeah, and then Costanza stomps on him.
I always think of like the Costco
Like,
pigeons.
just eating all the food that's
Yeah.
left over.
They're
Seagulls.
probably the West Virginia of pigeons. So Green's pigeons are like
The high class.
the
civilized-
SoCal,
The civilized.
SoCal pigeon.
Not the barking pigeons.
The pigeon that barks.
Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah. So yeah, he was saying that they race like in Mexico
Yeah.
and such, and I'm like, that's
All
crazy,
over the world
bro.
and
he was
stuff.
telling me,
He was even telling me there's a big race in South Africa, and I was like, no way.
oh wow,
Yeah, he said that's like a big thing. I would have
Crazy,
never known.
man.
But it's cool to think of that. It's just different stuff you would never, I think, in a million years think about.
If you gave me 1,000,000 years, I would think about everything.
I don't think so.
I would think about every different species of broccoli. I would think
Is
about.
there different species of broccoli?
I don't know. I've never thought about it, but if you gave me 1,000,000 years just to sit down and think about things, that would probably come to mind. You know?
You're like, I wonder what other species of broccoli there
Yeah.
are.
But shout out to Takio. Shoot me a DM, bro. I got you on dinner. That's why you don't want me to kick it with fucking Lorenzo too, because you're like, can't take my friend.
Can't take my friend.
I'll text Lorenzo right now. Hey,
You can text Lorenzo.
Let's go to what is it called? Ocean Club, Mastros. What do they call that one?
The one in Malibu, Mastros.
Yeah.
It's just ocean.
I'm
I
stealing
don't
all your fucking friends. I
steal
can't
all my
wait,
friends.
dude.
Do it.
Because if they like
it.
you,
They ain't gonna like you. No, I'm just
they're
kidding.
gonna like me, but better.
Oh, See that? He's the better version of me.
I'm the better.
You hear that shit? He's the better version of me, guys. So whatever you think about me, he's the better version. It's like the new and improved.
And then I'm gonna see you at like a lit concert with Jay. I'm gonna be like,
yeah, I love.
What the fuck are you doing with Jay? That's my friend.
Damn
Hang
it.
out with
He
my
took
friend.
Jay.
He took Jay. God damn it.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I'm gonna be chilling. You're gonna walk into Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Me and Jay be sitting there.
I'm
Eating,
like,
and he'd be
God
like,
damn it.
damn it. Have to walk out.
We did hang out with Jay when we went to Roscoe's.
Yeah, I know.
That was after that
show.
concert,
Yeah,
right?
right after the concert we went.
Yeah, that was
Last
fun.
minute. It was a good time.
That was a good time.
But yeah, I introduced you to Lorenzo.
You did. We had him on the pod.
I know. And I introduced you to Ronnie too.
That was right. I had him
That's
on
right.
the pod too.
Damn right I did.
Thank
I
you.
introduced you to a lot of people.
Thank
so
you.
don't think I don't.
I know you don't.
Because
I
know you do. Because I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't introduce certain people to certain people, and that's true. I wouldn't.
Who haven't you introduced me to yet?
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. If there's like people that I know, that I'm like are like whatever, I know them, but I wouldn't introduce them to people that I personally know that are really good friends of mine, because the reason is, one is like a lot of them are negative.
Your friends?
No, not friends, acquaintances.
Oh,
like
a lot
people
of your
I know.
acquaintances
Like I know
are
people.
negative.
Like
who? Say one person.
I'm not gonna blast people's
This
names up.
fool
But what I'm saying is there's people
Percy.
out, and I'm just gonna say there are people that I know and like I know them, but would I hang out with them like to a next level of like invite them to dinner and like hang out with them on the side? No, probably not. And if I'm not gonna do that, I wouldn't invite them to meet some of my other really good friends that I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Just because negativity goes a long way.
Yeah.
And it does. Like for instance, for you cut out 99% of people that were negative in your life.
Yeah.
Would you say your life is better?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
100%, right?
Yeah.
So same thing to me. Now I only circle certain people in my group that I hang out with, that I fuck with.
Yeah.
Because I don't want negative shit in my life. Life is too short for any of the dramatic and crazy shit that goes on already, that you already have to go through everyday life. So now I only literally hang out with it's probably like 15 people
God damn.
that I actually will hang out.
Shout them
maybe
out.
a little less.
Shout out
maybe
some
like
of them
10.
right now, because if they're really your friends, they're listening right now, right?
Of course they would.
Who would it be?
So Mike,
Shout out to Mike. Mike, we're still gonna kick it soon. I'll text you back later on today.
Takio.
Takio, we're going to dinner
I went to
soon.
breakfast with Takio this morning.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to dinner with him
Oh,
tonight.
cool.
So
Well,
shout out to you, Takio.
well,
I'll
you
see
can
you
go-
tonight.
you can
I'll
join
get you
us.
I'll get you a better dinner than TJ got you breakfast.
This is shit I do. Everything's a competition with this fool. And then Mike, Takio, and then Lorenzo.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Renzo kick it a lot. Curtis, Book, Ronnie, who else? Frank, my boy, Downstar,
We never get to kick it though, dude.
We do. We still do stuff. We talk all the time too.
Yeah.
My friend David, shout out to David. I just came back from Texas, flew out to go visit
Oh
him.
shit, Aladdin.
Aladdin.
David's
And see, another
David
good
punched me
reason,
before.
and that's another reason why I don't mix friends, because then Frank says something stupid and he gets punched in the face.
I was drunk.
Oh, that was back when that was
pre 2010, dude.
And then
He had every reason to punch me because I called him Aladdin because he was wearing a vest, so he looked like Apu from Aladdin or Aladdin from Aladdin. But he punched me. Arlo actually punched
and Arlo.
me.
It was Arlo.
Damn, Arlo's a good
did it.
friend,
Yeah,
dude.
Arlo backed him up. And Arlo
So
was good
David
too.
was like
Yeah.
he was elbowing Arlo like, I don't like what he just said to me, and
I was
Arlo's
like, I don't like this guy.
Arlo's like, well, I got long arms. Should I punch him in the back of the head?
Bam!
And me, I'm just chilling there
Talking
like,
shit. Drunk.
yeah, I just called him Aladdin, and I got punched. And then poor Jimmy's driving.
Yep.
Shout out to Phoenix.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
I
I know he
know,
had kids,
dude.
and then I just lost touch.
That happens with a lot of people, dude.
Yeah.
They figure once they have kids, they're like, all right.
They're like,
not
oh, now
talking
my
to
life
anybody.
doesn't. Now my life doesn't exist, and it only lives for these kids.
Yeah. Not saying that that's
No,
what
no,
Jimmy
that's-
did,
but-
but
but
that's what a
that's-
lot of people do.
It's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
It's
I
kind
don't
of
know what
crazy
happened
though.
to him.
It is crazy to think of that.
But yeah, shout out to Arlo for punching me. Arlo gave me a black eye. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's probably one
I
of the
still
only.
yeah, I didn't have that many black eyes in my life. And I have a picture of it.
You have a picture of it still?
Yeah.
That's great.
I love it.
You
dude.
should actually blow that up and put it up in the studio.
I should, huh?
For to remember the hard times.
Yeah.
Like
That
that
was
one,
fun.
and then the one of you hanging out Jimmy's car throwing up.
The throw up.
That's another one.
That's why I don't drink no more, dude.
I know you don't.
Damn, there's a lot of dark roads that I went down drinking.
That's right.
What good times though.
Good times. Everything's good in moderation.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that's just pretty much what I do. Like I said, I keep it small. There's not a whole lot of people, but I try to make most of my life now that I can, and just try to enjoy it. It's too short. You got to do as much as you can, and that's the reason why I go to those concerts. I want to be that person to say like, "Hey, I got to see that artist. They were amazing before they die or do drugs and kill themselves or dismantle or whatever." So like, there's great bands that like I wish I could have seen. Like my number one list, like the thing that I wish I could have seen. I wish I could have seen Nirvana live. That's like always gonna be my one thing. I never got to see Nirvana, and I fucking wish I could have. Like that band would have been just amazing to see live.
You saw Sublime, right?
I did, but not the original Sublime. No,
I thought that was your first concert ever.
no, Pennywise. I was 7.
Oh, Pennywise.
Pennywise was my first concert ever. I was 7, Long Beach, California. But no, I've never seen Sublime with the original lead singer.
Did you see him at the Ventura Fairgrounds?
Yeah, I've seen him at the Fairgrounds. I saw him at like in LA at the old Gibson Amphitheater like years back, but I've never seen him with the original.
Do you remember everybody that you've seen in concert?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Like, and I keep most of the ticket stubs. That's kind of like one of the things I'm most sad about. What I hate nowadays is I'm kind of jaded to the old school style. I like keeping my ticket stubs.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everything's all digital, so it's kind of hard for you to keep them.
Yeah.
So everything's just like imaginary.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
And even if you print them out, you print it, you try to print it, it's still not going to be like a ticket stub.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like nostalgia for me. And people love nostalgia stuff, but I like to do it just to keep reminisce like when I was younger, and I flip back of like, man, I went to this and I see the date, and I went to this and I see this, and like, man, remember when I went to see this? Man, it was cool. I was only like 12 or 13, like just stuff like that. I like just to have, and it's nothing about money or value. It's just personal to me that, just things that I went through and got to see.
Yeah.
So I like keeping my ticket stubs. It's just harder now because you don't get them.
Yeah.
And nowadays with stuff on your phones, you lose shit all the time, man. You upgrade your phone, you lose like a couple pictures, you lose stuff, and it's not the same as it used to be. But
for sure.
That's why I like having it. And to me, like, I just love going to concerts. It's a big part of my life. It'll continue to be a big part of my life, and it'll never change.
Yeah.
Music is everything to me. I just like how you feel when you listen to that song, and you feel how that artist intended you to feel while they wrote it, which is really cool.
Yeah, when we were driving home from the 50 Cent concert, and we were listening to like Newfound and The Used and Census Fail, I was like, damn, bro. I don't get that
so
many.
Hard, I know.
Yeah, I don't get that many times where I'm like the passenger, and I get to just like chill out
and listen,
and just like disconnect from everything.
And it's a good feeling.
Yeah, and then we pulled up to the house,
dude, and you're like, I'm gonna stay and listen to this song.
I said, we're gonna listen to this whole song, bro.
And we did, and it's a good song.
And then you said, want me to turn it down? I said, this is my fucking neighborhood. What the fuck? I run this shit.
Hey, I was just being mindful for Frankie.
I know you were, but she's all good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frankie, man. I'm glad that we could talk, TJ.
Always,
I'm glad
bro.
that you made it here.
I wanted to. It's important.
So let's talk, man.
Let's talk shop.
Let's talk shop. What does shop mean? That's probably some football shit. Fuck football.
That's not football. Talk shop. It's just in general, like talk life.
Let's
you
talk
say talk
about
shop.
Life, man.
What's going on?
You tell me, man. Life's been heavy for you lately, dude.
Life's been a little rough for me.
We haven't talked in so long, dude.
Yeah, it's been a little while, yeah.
It's been a long time. I don't even know if when we had the Dr. Phil stage, did you do an episode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember it, huh?
These brain pills.
God, bro. Shout out to whoever's making these brain pills. They need to step it up a notch when they send Frank his. Because he needs like double dose.
I need the double.
So shout out to whoever making that shit. Give him more.
Mane.
Give him that lion's dome.
I need the whole lion. I need lion DNA.
Screw the lanes. He needs the DNA. Just give him all so he can remember.
But yeah, a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah, we did. We did a pod here.
Okay.
It was good. Remember that was the Pizza Man dance.
Oh, that was. I do. See, that's all you have to do.
See, but you should just remember it.
Yeah.
You're not that old, bro.
I want to have Dan on the podcast, though.
Yeah, dude.
I'm putting this in the
Can you
universe.
imagine getting Pizza Man Dan on the podcast?
He's a wild boy.
He is. He's dope.
He's a wild boy.
He show up in his Pizza Man Dan, like pizzaed out
I love
pepperoni Mustang with his pizza pants
I
and
would
shit.
love it, dude. Shout out to Pizza Man Dan.
You know, he makes fire pizza. I'm just saying.
He
and
does.
a good deal. Good value.
He takes thousands of dollars of my money every single year.
Damn right he does. And mine too.
And
I fucks with him.
I fuck with Pizza Man Dan. So
Hell yeah. He's good.
We
He got
are
good food.
requesting you. Everybody. Maybe I'll make a reel out of this,
Hey,
and then I'll like
spam
sponsor it. I'll sponsor it and make it go
Well,
viral.
like no, because you know on their pizzas they have the pizza tuxedo, and we'll put it on.
I should.
But we just thought, hey,
Next
for the
time.
next time, we'll
Next
grab it
time.
and we'll be like, hey, you
Dan.
like my Pizza Man Dan's tuxedo?
We need you, Dan. Come to the pod.
But yeah, life's been a little heavy for me, more than normal. Unfortunately, I lost my pops. It's been a little hard for me. So Saturday was 6 months.
Oh wow, man.
Time flies, bro. 6 months on Saturday was when I lost my father. It's an eye opener, bro.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Because in a way, you look at your parents, you look at them as like superhumans. You look at like nothing can ever happen to them. They're, on top of the world. You look for them for advice. Anything goes wrong, you always call your parents. You think of anything you can. You look up to your parents.
Yeah.
They're the ones that raised you, brought you in this world. So in your mind, you just think of like nothing can happen to them. Like they're Superman. And then when something happens, you realize you're like, man, they're just people too. They're just like me and you every day, surviving and, going through it one day at a time. But when you're a kid, you look up to them so much. You just never think. You take days for granted. Biggest thing is you just think you're always going to call them. They're going to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Every day's going to be normal. Till you call and that phone just keeps ringing and no one answers. I think that's the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Is his advice that he would give me that I would call him for. I can't do no more. So that's the part that really hits deep. There's days I want to just call him and be like, hey, there'd be days I'd be like, hey, Dad, I have a question. I'm trying to figure something out. And he always had the answer. Believe it or not, I don't know how he fucking did it, but I would ask him something and he would know the answer of how to fix it or what to do to fix it. And I think that's what makes it so hard now. It's just like I don't have that anymore. And stuff that I want to know or I ask, I can't figure it out. I keep thinking every time I go to my parents' house, I'm going to walk in that door. He can be sitting on the couch or, in his chair, just chilling there like he normally was. Yeah. And now the chair's empty. And his stuff is in the same place that it was when he left. So it's weird. And it's just what's even crazier to me is life goes on like nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that trips me out. Like the world don't wait for nobody. And that's the crazy thing. You're just like, all right, I just lost them, like one of the most important people in my life. Now I'm just supposed to continue like nothing happened. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's some adjusting. It definitely is. It's not easy. Shout outs to my moms for like, she's doing really good. She's trying to be there every day. And even if she's not telling me what she's feeling, she's trying to hide it. I know she is because she's probably trying to be tough for all of us. But it's weird, man. It's so weird. And I never thought in a million years. I always thought in my head, Frank, my dad would outlive me. My dad was strong, like just stupid uber smart, which sucked. Like he was just stupid smart, man. He knew everything and it was crazy. Yeah. But what sucked is because to live up to his expectations is always hard. But man, it's just without him gone, it's so weird.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Life's a trip, man. And I just try to take it one day at a time. I'm trying to stay positive, keep my mind busy and going. That's why I tell you when I'm saying that positive people, I need it now more than ever.
For sure.
So that's why, like, think about good stuff, trying to remain positive because you can get yourself down a sinkhole fast. You start thinking negative stuff, start going down that stuff, you can get into a rut. People do it all the time. For me, I'm just trying to, try to make them proud. I guess is the biggest thing for me is trying to make him happy. He knows that he taught me well, and I'm gonna try to do whatever I can to make it. And like what you said before, like, and I don't mean make it by like money, because that's, to me now I realize that, like, in distilled, that's not the answer in my head. Money is an object. It's there. It's whatever. But it don't make you rich. I mean, it makes you rich. It doesn't make you wealthy. And what I mean by that is, like, your friends, your family, what you can do in that feeling can make you feel better than anything, no matter what money can buy you. And that's the truth. And you learn that as you get older, because when you're younger, you just think of money. That's all you think. Money, money, money. Buy myself a Lambo and buy myself this and gold chain this and blah, 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 that. But all those material things don't mean nothing without friends, without family, or anything to share it with to make them, you feel whatever. Think about this. If you had $1 billion and you had nobody, you were just by yourself, you had $1 billion, you had everything you wanted, but you'd have no one to share it with. Like, would that be cool? Probably some people are like, hell yeah. But it's important. It's important to have those things, because that is worth more. Your time is the most important thing in life.
Yeah.
And that's the real money. That's the real value right there, is your time. So who you choose to spend it with and who you choose to surround yourself with is important. So
for sure, man. And rest in peace to your pop. When we went to the celebration of his life, and just hearing everybody that was touched by him, and then just hearing how he just like brought people in under his wing and just treated them like family. Yeah. It was a way that I only could admire, that people speak about me when I transition.
And that's true. And me being your friend and coming to see how you evolved over the years, it's truly humbling, because I've seen you from when you first started. You were just this punk ass kid that was always just all about money, and that's what you were, all about, your money. You didn't care about anything else. You're just like, I'm gonna get my money. And seeing you evolve, it's very impressive.
Thank you, BB.
Because it's changed the way you've looked at life and the way you've grown as a person. Yeah. And it's inspiring. So thank you at the same time for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just one day at a time. Just still trying to do me. Still trying to go and do stuff and be out there, be positive. Be there for my moms, my brothers, and just, live life.
For sure. And
travel still, and try to do things, and just one day at a time. So that's really all I've been doing lately. It's easier said than done. So I definitely am not superhuman. I have my good days and bad days, and shout outs to Ash, because when I think of what I just went through, and for her to go through it twice, man, that woman is fucking a la God. How she can pull that off and still be put together, because I'm ripped apart and I only lost one of my parents. She lost both. So kudos to her and how she puts it through and grinds every day and fights for that. That's tough.
Yeah, it's not easy. Sometimes I don't even think she realizes how strong she really is. You know?
Absolutely.
Just to be able to continue on day after day, and just to be the best mom, the best wife that she can be, that can take anybody out.
Oh,
dude.
Of course. Believe me. I know, like I said, I know, and I've only experienced half of it. And she and it wasn't just man, kudos to her though. She can really put it through. And then not to mention, she still has the, hey, if you need anything, hey, I'm here, and just hey, checking in, are you that's impressive. You'd be worried about yourself, just alone. But the fact that caring about other people and stuff like that too is it's crazy. But shout outs to Ash. Thank you for that. And it's inspiring as well. And killing it.
She is, man. She's so tough. And
that's amazing.
I'm honored to have her as my wife and as my partner.
Yeah.
And
it's important.
I know that she's gonna be there for me when that happens to me.
Yeah.
We all go through those times, but, Yeah. I hope what I hope is that I just take advantage of the time
Absolutely.
You know, and that
spend as much time with your dad and your mom as possible because, like I said, bro, you take it for granted.
For sure.
Because you just think, like I said, they're human, but they're just people too, and they don't last forever. And once they're gone, you think in your head and like, fuck, I wish there was so many more things I could have done, or I could have said, or, you just got to make sure you spend as much time with them as possible, whether it just be like going to dinner.
For sure.
Because I went to, like last night, I went to dinner with my mom, and it was cool. It's important, whether it's just you just seeing her. Like I try making an effort every day after work. I stop at the house, check on her. Hey, how you doing? How was your day? Just seeing her for 10, 15 minutes before I go home.
Mm-hmm.
Just to know she loved and cared about, because you got to think, like, it's not just my world. Her whole world has changed. Her partner for her whole life is now gone, and now she lives by, it's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
So in your mind, you're thinking of like yourself, but at the same time, it affects so many people, and not from just that level, from the business level too, because, we got a company to run too that we got to deal with too. And then now I have to put on big boy pants and, go over there and work there too. So it's, it's an eye opener. And the questions I could tell you that I would do when I would install and build over there, I would ask my dad for like, hey, I noticed this circuit is like, is there a reason why we did this? And I could ask that question. Now I'm like, fuck, like, what do I do? And now I'm trying to sit there and like read diagrams and figure out why the hell he did it like this and what is going on. And I think that's the hardest part for me is because I had an open book answer that I could always ask. And he would always tell me. Now it's just figure it out. Survival of the fittest now, sink or swim.
Yeah.
This is kind of how the life just switched. And it's so quick too. Cancer is no joke, bro. That shit fucking scary.
Yeah, but he's installed those tools inside of you, even if you don't see them or not. Like, to be able to figure it out.
And
to make,
it's true. Because half the time I think I'm a dumbass, but you know.
Well, you're not.
I think I am.
You're not. Like, because when we started working together at Best Buy, like you were just at bottom of the totem pole, and when you left, you were second in charge. Yeah. If not first in charge without the title. Yeah. And then that's huge. How many people that we worked with got to the level that you did? Nobody did. Yeah. And you made it to that level. And then you went from there to now you're succeeding at your new career. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
You're GM of a Starbucks. Yeah. Like, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. Like, you, dorky ass TJ. Like, you're like, TJ, what's TJ up to now? Working at Blockbuster? They probably think you work at Blockbuster, dude.
I work at that only one Blockbuster. the one left that you see on the last.
Oh, he probably moved out to Oregon.
He's over there selling popcorn and recommending hits. You want to go see Weekend at Bernie's?
TJ's got you. Make sure you rewind it because he's a stickler for that one.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
But you have that in you, and it's some of those things that you just don't even see. Yeah. And those are traits that were instilled in you by your dad.
Yeah, for sure.
Taught you how to work hard. Taught you how to problem solve. Yeah. Taught you how to make the best of the situation that you're in.
That you get dealt with, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Taught me how to bust Frank's balls all the time, give him shit.
Yeah, I love it though, bro, because I need to be humbled down.
I know. See, that's why I told him while you were in the bathroom. I said, hey, when you see Frank at SEMA, give him some shit, bro. He needs to be humbled down on a little plate. He means well, but just knock him down a peg or two.
I try to keep it humble, dude.
Hey, but I tell you what, shout outs. I never realized how big Frank was until we went to SEMA one time, and all these people were like all over his nuts, like just this, literally, just like I think they need a wheelbarrow for like.
They wanted to suck my dick
at the same time,
like I want to suck Drake's dick.
Exactly.
Just I'm their Drake. Oh my god,
we just discovered it.
I'm the Drake of bolts. I'm the Drake of bolts. Oh my god, that's crazy.
I hate the Drake.
I love the Drake.
I hate the Drake. But yeah, no, for shout out for that. I didn't realize it because I just think of him every day as a goofy ass wannabe Harry Potter glasses wearing.
I love these. Gabe bought these for me, dude. Shout out to Gabe. They help with the blue light. I wear them when I'm on the computer. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear these today. just to get a
rise out of it.
Yeah, because I know that every time we pod that I'm gonna be picking on you.
Oh yeah.
So I have to let you.
Oh, you believe me, Frank? You don't need glasses for me to pick on you, bro. That's the good shit.
Dude, it's like I do this every day, and this is my life. So it's like this is just normal to me. But I never know how people perceive what we do.
You don't.
People don't really tell me much.
And that's what I said. For me, seeing in, like, I know what you do. I've done it for years. I've always been by your side, friends, And then to me, I just don't look at it that way. Yeah. So then when we went to see, man, all these people were like, oh my God, you're Frank Downstar. Can I take a picture with you and all that stuff? And I'm like, this fool right here? This fucking guy, the guy that just fucking sells bolts? Him? You want to take a picture with this? And I'm like, and people are like, it was cool and humbling at the same time. And I have a really, really good friend that I grew up with who's like into like Acuras and stuff like that. And his name's Jordan. Really cool boy of mine that I've grown up with since I was a kid. And, and he was telling me about it. He's like, oh, you hang out with that guy, Downstar. I was like, yeah, Frank's, a good friend of mine. And like, he was like, oh, dude, he's huge. And I was like, huge what? Like, he's not that fat. Like, in my mind, I'm like, no, he's smaller than me. He's not that big. It's like, no, he's big, bro. Like, in the car industry, he's huge. Like, and I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, people talk about these all the time. And I was like, oh shit. Like, to me, I never know. To me, I just think like, yeah, I was one of his mans in the wedding. Like, it's just like normal to me.
One of the only ones left.
I think
just you and Jesse.
Me and Jesse. And then that one you have to be because by blood.
Have to be. So Jesse's my brother.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Either I hate him or I love him. He's gonna be around.
He's there. He's family.
But I love Jesse. Shout out to Jesse.
Cool. Shout out. We got to go get dinner another time like we did that one time.
You can't hang out with Jesse.
I can't hang out with Jesse?
No, sorry. That's a different friend group.
Oh.
You're not.
Sorry, Jesse.
You're not
Frank doesn't want me to be friends with you. So just FYI.
But the way that I see it, right, from me now to that Frank has changed so much.
Oh yeah,
right?
For sure.
I could recognize that Frank in so many people, and I can speak from experience how to get from there to where I'm at here.
You know what you should do? You should write a book.
I want to. I'm not even lying.
Downstar book.
It would be way better name than that. The Downstar book.
Or the Downstar way.
But just think about it like this. Like I have so many tools that I've gathered where I can break it down to people where they can understand and recognize their own skills that they have that they don't even know that they have. And I feel like that's one of my purposes, is to be able to help people achieve their highest levels that they can personally. Yeah. Whether it's just giving them perspective about, whatever, a certain aspect of their life, or just doing this podcast, just talking about things.
And or just, like stealing their phone or.
Oh, shit. Yeah. There's this guy at SEMA that I stole his phone one time. Shout out to that guy.
That guy stole your shit first.
Yeah. So. He stole my shit and then I stole his phone. But I wonder if we could talk about that. Probably not.
Yeah, maybe yet. Not.
One of these days.
It's good shit. That's for another pod.
What if Patreon. What if we start a Patreon? Ooh. And the day that I stole this guy's phone. That was so cool. And then I got punched in the face at Vaughn's. Remember I was telling you?
Yeah, I can't believe that. You told me and I'm like, why? Like, and he's like, oh, he just punched me. And I was realizing why. And he's like, because I punched him. And I was like, well, no shit, Sherlock. If you punch someone, of course you can get punched back. Some old ass guy punching him in the face.
But it's things that I have to go through. Mm-hmm. So maybe that you don't have to go through it. So if you're in that situation.
So like if I get punched, he just likes getting punched in the face. That's twice.
Yeah, that's twice.
Did you call him Aladdin?
No, I didn't.
Like, hey, hurry up with your groceries, Aladdin.
I just, that's another pod for another story.
Okay, we'll
there's a lot of things I can't say that will incriminate me, dude.
Damn.
And I'm trying to be a productive member of society. I'm trying to be on the council of Camarillo Council.
Oh, he's trying to be on Camarillo Council.
Why can't I?
You can.
I'm Mr. Camarillo, dude.
You're Mr. Camarillo.
Mr. Camarillo.
You're that guy's Mr. Camarillo.
But yeah, I especially for people that have known me from the beginning of Downstar on my journey, and even before then, they can see the changes. Whether they deem those changes good or bad, that's up to them, but they can see the changes, you know. And if they want to know how I got to this certain place that I'm at in life, I'm an open book, and I'm always there to help people out, and I'm always there to point out, like, well, maybe you could change
when
this.
you can get an appointment.
When you could get an appointment. Damn. You can always get an appointment with me, TJ.
Oh, you hear that?
I'm a dad, bro.
See,
That's
when
it,
I can get an
dude.
appointment.
You can come over and hang out like anytime after 9. Because
once Frankie's asleep.
Yeah, once Frankie's asleep, you know, she goes to sleep early. Christian's doing his own thing. Then it's usually me just chilling from like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night to whenever I go to bed, dude. But other than that, like, I gotta spend time with them.
No, you do.
And it's not because I got to, because it's an obligation.
No,
it's because I
you
want to.
Yeah.
You know?
I just bust your balls.
I know, dude. But I love spending time with them. Like yesterday,
as you should.
I cut the front lawn.
Yep, that's why I called you on the phone.
Yeah, that's right. I was cutting the front
when you were
lawn.
being the gardener.
Yeah, I was being the gardener, the Mexican that I am. And then I was going to cut the back. And then Christian's like, Dad, do you want to go skating after? And I'm like, yeah, we'll go skating after. And then I'm like, then it just clicked. Like, no, go right now. Like, this lawn can wait. Mm-hmm. Because he has Mondays and Fridays off.
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he has soccer practice.
Okay.
So, if we didn't go when we did, we would have to go when it's dark.
Yeah.
And then they're going to close the park up, and then we have to skate like outside of the park. And so I said, no, we'll go.
We'll go now.
And those are like those conscious decisions that I need to make to realize that, tomorrow isn't promised.
It's true.
You know, Friday isn't promised.
Yeah, you never know what happens.
You never know what's going to happen, dude.
You get hit by lightning, you fucking car crash. Like, there's so many things that just
for sure
can change directories of shit. And, it's just, you're absolutely right.
And then I'm like, no, dude. Like, there's going to be a day where he's going to stop asking me.
Yeah.
Whether it's that he's too old, he's not living with us no more, or what have you. He wants to be with his
driving
friends.
now. Damn, scary.
Yeah, he shout out to Christian, dude. He's my best friend. I love Christian. Yeah. And we go skate at the skate park and we have such a good time, man. And it's just that's life to me, No,
that's good.
And yeah.
That's cool that you guys have a cool hobby that you guys can do together.
For sure. I love it so much.
Which I'm surprised you still do it.
Yeah.
You don't break any bones.
Dude, yesterday my knee, it was feeling a little weird because I haven't skated in a long time.
Well, and I see some of that shit where you eat shit. It's pretty funny.
I know.
And I just think of like, damn, like, it's easier when you're a kid and you fall and you you shake it off. When you get older, your bones aren't the same. You're like, fuck, man, my body really hurts.
Yeah.
And that's true.
I do try to take care of my body, though.
No, I know. But regardless of time, waits for nobody. Like I said, it's eventually time will always win. And against your body, unless you're bionic.
Yeah.
Which, maybe
but
later on it will.
I think there's still a way to keep your body in a great shape. That you can do those.
Of course there is. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, your bones aren't as strong as they were before.
Yeah.
So just things like that. Especially skateboarding, I think, is like one of the hardest sports in your body. That besides maybe like football or like,
Yeah.
Because like you're getting constantly like asphalt, man. It's just, whew, man, that shit is hurts.
For sure.
No joke. It hurts when you fall. And especially if you're doing some gnarly shit. Like,
yeah.
I just think of it.
I need to get back to it, dude.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking back at, like, I was telling Christian that back in 2021, we were skating a lot.
Yeah, you were really back into it.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude.
And that's when you started the skate shop and you got really back into it and stuff. But I feel like you also go through your stages, though.
I do, bro.
You go through a stage of like what you're into and then what you're not into. And like right now, I feel like you're back into the BMW stage right now. I feel like you just have like, for a while you were all about the Honda stage. And then like I feel like you just, and then changed and then you went to skateboarding and then it's just, you have, and it's normal. People have their stages that they go through. You get really inspired by something and then you focus on that. And then you evolve and then you focus on something else. And, it's just.
I think I'm getting back into potting right now.
Yeah.
I think that's my thing.
That's the next. Hey, potting's big, man. And you can, there's some good stuff. I listen to a lot of fun pods and, and there's some cool stuff. I like listening to like Theo Von.
Oh, he's shit. Great. I just listened to Theo Von and Bobby Lee.
Yeah. He's good. But I like him because he just says pretty much the most vulgar, like just whatever, and he doesn't fucking care. It's like, you know how like a lot of people have like filters?
Yeah.
His is like no filter.
I love
which
it,
is great
dude.
because he's saying the shit that people should be saying. But everyone's too afraid to get canceled and, oh, I'm going to get canceled if I say this. And Theo's just like, fuck it. He'd be like, I fucked your sister. I don't care. But that's what he would say. And he's just like, he just doesn't care. And when you have that raw artist, I feel like, I respect him more for saying that.
For sure.
Because all these other people feel like they're governed. They're afraid to say what they really, really want to say because they're, one, afraid of what the world thinks of them. Two, they're afraid of getting canceled because that's like a thing now.
Yeah.
And then, like those are the things. So then they're all about like, so then it's like, are you really saying this for you? Or are you saying it to create this facade? Like, are you just trying to become bigger than what you are?
Like clickbait. Are you trying to, hot take? Okay.
Yeah. So, and you can see it when you see some of these people start talking about certain things. But that's why I like Theo, just because of, he really doesn't say anything. And that's why I also like Joe Rogan. Like, they were trying to cancel Joe Rogan because of the shit he was saying, like, I don't believe in the vaccine and all that stuff. And good for him.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, and all the stuff he was saying, they were trying to cancel him because it's like, and then it goes back to what happened to freedom of speech.
For sure.
If I want to say fuck you, I'm going to say fuck you.
What happened to goddamn American men?
Yeah.
That built this country.
So we got corrupt and taken over.
Corruption by these pussies.
Yeah.
Goddamn pussies.
All
Do you
these
think that I could say
pussies.
something that would get me canceled?
Like,
would there really be somebody that would be like, I can't believe he said that. I'm not changing my bolts just because he said that.
You know what? Maybe there is because, you know what? Like I said, Downstar is big. So, but I don't think they would boycott your bolts.
Yeah, what would they do?
I don't know.
Because this pod, like, I'm kind of making it a goal where I don't want to have any sponsors. The only sponsors I want to have is Downstar and Downstar Skate.
Yeah.
Those are the only sponsors.
Because remember
I wanna
before
have.
you used to have sponsors.
Yeah, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I remember you used to, and you'd be like, shout out to so-and-so. And like,
Yeah.
And now you just got rid of all that.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. I appreciate them, being part of the journey. But it's like, I'm such a fan of podcast, and I really hate commercials. So,
But isn't that like, well, that's where they make their money on, right?
that's what I'm
Theoretically,
saying.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
But don't you think it'd be really cool to become like another thing of like, one, you have Downstar anyway, and then just make a big famous podcast you get money from too.
Yeah, but the
and
bigger,
then think about you can grow the business even more.
well, the bigger the podcast gets, the bigger my reach will get, and that will bleed over
into
Downstar. So I don't want it to be a business because then I have certain obligations.
So you just want it to be fun.
Exactly, just like this.
Yeah, because it's just like, freestyling. And as you guys can see, we don't have no papers, no shit written down. Me and Frank, that's what's really cool about us. We actually just do everything by freestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just shit that comes up, and we just pod and go for it.
Go for it.
And then
dude.
2 hours later, we're like, oh shit.
But it's I think of podcasting as a skill, and people are watching me practice right now.
Yeah.
And
well, it's also like a story, like story time. You're talking about events that happen, things that you also like to do, and like it's like a whole thing. It's literally like audiobooks.
Yeah. Right.
I guess because you listen to audiobooks and stuff, so it's like that. Like you could drive and listen to an audiobook of something that happened. Like it's just, it trips me out.
I think that we're providing entertainment for people.
Yeah.
And that's the most that I would want it to be. Whether 10 or 10,000 people watch this on YouTube or listen to this on Spotify, that's not going to change the combo. The combo happened already. So how I always look at it is this conversation is happening right now. And if people don't hear this conversation, it's all good. Then they just didn't hear it. And that's the way that I'm looking at podcasting, and that's the way that I'm approaching it.
Yeah.
And I have certain amount of time in my day that I can allocate to whatever I want, and this is what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely.
And then I'm not doing it for any sort of monetization or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to worry about the things that I say that maybe a sponsor is not gonna be stoked on it or whatever.
And then get canceled.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Like, yo, I'm Frank, Downstar.
Yeah, that's what you think of me, yo.
That's what I think of you.
That's yo. Look at that young man. That's young man. That's crazy, dude.
That thug. That was that thug life right
thuggy,
there.
Dude.
Thuggy G.
Saggy.
Thuggy
saggy
G, Frankie.
pants, a Gucci belt.
Dang, you still have that Gucci belt?
I do, but it probably doesn't fit right now, dude. It was a little when I was a little slimmer. Crazy.
That chain, dang.
That chain, that money.
That chain gang.
Dang. That was real money too.
Yep.
Remember when we were on your boat and I brought all that money?
I remember. Remember that time you lost it?
$37,000. Lost it. I don't know where it's at.
That shit's still. Hey, shout outs to ever go looking like the trash somewhere. You might find $37,000
I don't
in the
know what
box.
happened to it.
That
Somebody
blew
done,
my mind
somebody
when you told me.
Came up on 37,000. That's one of my greatest stories, and people don't believe me.
I don't, because you told me, you're like, the other day we were at the car, you're like, hey,
I can't believe you didn't know about that.
Yeah, you're like, hey, did I ever tell you the time I lost $37,000? I was like, wait, what? Like, how do you just like, oh yeah, like, and he was just all calm about, yeah, there was a time when I lost $37,000. I'm thinking it's like a gambling deal or something. Like, no, I just lost it. Like, poof,
just disappeared.
I put it somewhere I don't remember, or someone took it. I don't know. And I was like,
whatever.
God
what are you gonna
damn.
do?
Yeah, well,
it's like things happen in life. What are you gonna do? You know.
Yeah,
you just
continue.
gotta
keep on keeping on,
like Joe Dierte. You know. I remember it like this, bro. When I was a young kid, right? I was working. Well, this might even been before I was working.
Okay.
This was when I was selling CDs, right?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
So
Tell me about that story.
I would have
Carl's Jr. Downstar symbol.
That's it. When I would need a new skateboard or want a new skateboard, I would have to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember going to the skate shop, buying a new deck, coming home, and at the time we lived in apartments, and it was by a real busy street.
Okay.
So I'm skating right there, and I slipped out, and the board went in the street, and then some dude saw me fall and saw the board in the street and like swerved to hit my deck, snapped it, and I had barely got it on purpose.
Fuck.
So I get the board and I'm so bummed out. I'm a kid, dude. I was probably like 15.
And you're
years
probably
old,
heartbroken.
Dude. Hell yeah, dude.
You're like, I just
crying,
worked all hard. You're like, and it sucks because you bought it and you worked hard to get it.
And then, like an hour later, all right, whatever.
So you
keep on moving, you know. And then I went to Jack in the Box probably about a year and a half ago, and there was a guy. He was throwing out the trash. And it was late shift. It was probably like 1 a.m. He was throwing out the trash and the bag's leaking, and it leaked on his shoes. And I could see him. He's just pissed off, dude. And I looked in his eyes and I'm like, that's the guy that ran over my skateboard. That's the guy.
That was pissed?
That's the guy.
Was it really? And you couldn't tell, though. No, there's no fucking way. No fucking way. He was just like, that's the fucking guy. I saw him. He was driving 80 miles an hour, and I saw him when I was 15 with my poor eyesight.
I almost had you, dog. I almost had you.
And I was like, wait, what?
I almost had you, dog. But that's it. So bad things or good things, right? When there's good things that happen, that's a moment in time, and that's like an achievement. Mm-hmm. But you got to keep on moving.
Yeah.
Once that like achievement happens, and you know, you soak it in, you're like, wow, I reached this level, you know? Then the next day you got to keep going, bro. And that's it. So you never
keep on keeping on.
Yeah, you never stay on a negative or a positive. It's just part of your history.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, you don't have a time machine, you can't go back, you can't do anything.
What are you going to do?
Just sit. And the longer you sit and pout about it,
you're just wasting time.
You're wasting time.
Got to make that money back.
That's right.
Got to make that skateboard back. You know? I got to achieve something else that's bigger than that.
Yeah.
Or I just got to achieve something else. It doesn't even have to be bigger.
Frank's like, I just got to take a shit, and I achieved that big shit that I just took.
Damn.
He's like, I just achieved this great log.
Sometimes when you have like, I don't know, like a hemorrhoid or something, and you start itching your ass, and you're like, this feels so good. You know? Like when you get that like itch.
He's all like, I can see Frank picking his butt right now.
So then you're like, you want it to go away, but then you don't.
Because you want to keep picking
because you want to keep that itch. It's just the feeling. It's probably the same feeling of people that are like addicted to meth or something.
So you're comparing people addicted to meth as the same as people with hemorrhoids.
It's probably somewhere on the same spectrum. One's further down the line.
I need some clarity here.
Would
you agree that hemorrhoids, that addiction to scratching your hemorrhoids in your ass, is the same as crystal meth? Can someone please give me an answer here? I'm really curious.
We gotta find.
So shout outs when we post this. I need some comments in the links down below. If any one of you ever done if you had both. Now, what if you had what if you're doing crystal meth while you had hemorrhoids? Then what itch is there?
For sure. What if you're on the upscale of doing meth? Because like not everything is a downscale.
Yeah.
Not the first time you do meth is like, fuck, I hate this. No, there's
like
got to be
there's
got to be like that 6-month period where you're just like, this is fucking rad, because then you wouldn't.
Yeah. Isn't that the reason why people keep doing the drugs? Because they're chasing that first high that they ever did, right?
I'm assuming so.
That's what they always say.
Yeah,
like you're trying to get that high, that greater high than the first.
So how long does that good meth last for? But until you get to that point where you're just like,
well, you got to get the you got to get the Heisenberg meth though, the blue. You gotta get the blue shit. Because if you don't get the blue shit, it's not that quality, you know.
Well, then if you had the blue style hemorrhoid,
dang, with the
equivalent
blue style, dang, you got, and then you get the preparation H on top of it.
Oh man,
that's like the trifecta. Right?
Hey,
the
somebody tap in, you know.
That'd be wild.
Somebody tap in.
Do you ever think now, like we're talking about this, and there's some guy with hemorrhoids taking a shit
statistically,
taking a shit while doing meth.
Oh shit!
You ever think?
I thought somebody that's listening to this right now that has a hemorrhoid that would like, I fucking know.
He's like, I know.
I know
like,
what he's talking about right now. I know it.
He's like, I got right up in there. And
there's somebody for everything. There's somebody right now that's so mad at us for making fun of their relative who barks that lives in West Virginia.
Oh, of course.
And I want the pod.
What if you got canceled for that? Damn.
The barking human community. And they're protesting.
They're like, how dare Frank? Because all he did was make fun of my cousin that just barks.
It would sound more like that. My cousin barking on the, he don't know better. He's off the floor.
You sound like Boomhauer from.
I'm sure he's related.
Boomhauer.
But yeah, I didn't. I just said what it was. I didn't say it's a bad thing because. Who knows?
Just life.
Yeah, the dog man he doesn't have to pay bills.
I
gotta pay bills. That dog man doesn't. They don't expect much from him. A lot of people expect a lot from me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I look at dog man and I'm like, man, that would be nice to live that life right there. Dog man life.
Just live on the couch and sleep on it like a dog.
You drop that pizza man down on the floor, I'm gonna eat that up. I don't care.
Damn right. My dog tries to fucking get that pizza man down on the couch. He loves that shit.
Really?
He loves pizza man down.
Big ass dog?
He's like a average, like medium size dog.
That's a big dog.
He's a medium size.
Why do you have a dog for?
I love dogs. I'm a dog fan. Hey. Always, my whole life growing up, I've always had a dog. And they're great companions.
Oh, like a best friend, would you say?
Oh, like a man's best friend? What?
Would you have a chimpanzee as a pet?
Dude, if I could, I would.
Really?
You know what I always wanted to get? I want to get one of those, what is it? What's those things I see? Like, be cool to get, I'm trying to think what they're called. Kind of like a chipmunk, I guess, like those little baby chipmunks that you can get. It'd be kind of cool to have, like a chipmunk.
Baby chipmunk as a pet. That's kinda like a crazy one.
That'd be kind of cool. Just be like, I have a chipmunk as a pet.
So, if you were to get a tattoo of the 4 animals, it would be a dog?
No.
A baby chipmunk?
No.
What would it be?
So, one, it would be a megalodon.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, that would be like, that's my ultimate, like, animal.
Would you get it to scale? Or would you, like...
No, I wouldn't get it to scale.
Okay.
But it'd be a megalodon. 2, it'd be a wolf. Because I got a thing for wolves.
Okay. Why you have to say it like that? You don't have to say it like that. That's like pause, dude.
Pause?
I got to stop you right there. You don't have to say because I got a thing
Like I like wolves. Like,
Okay, that's
I like
better.
wolves.
That's
okay.
better.
Sorry.
Okay, good.
Sorry. My apologies. The wording was off. For
Go
Frank
ahead.
Here.
He's got a thing.
All the shit that he says. He has to stop me because I said I had.
You gotta pause. You got a thing for wolves. Okay.
So a wolf, a megalodon. I'd probably then pick
the guinea pig, huh?
Why the fuck
I don't
would
know,
I pick a
dude.
guinea
You
pig?
just seem like a guinea pig kind of dude.
Yeah, I really like guinea pigs.
Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No. So a wolf, a megalodon. I'd probably then pick a. Probably do a lion.
Okay.
King of the jungle shit. And then for the final one, I would probably do. Probably do like a black mamba or like a cobra. Those would be the ones I'd probably pick.
Got you. So you haven't given this much thought.
I randomly just thought of it right now because you
Gotcha.
brought it into my head.
I literally have that. Like,
but
in
literally,
my
I
phone.
would not get a tattoo.
That's right. You don't have any tattoos. So you're never gonna get a tattoo?
Well, I couldn't. So
You couldn't.
I could now, but I couldn't in general. Just I still believe in that higher power shit, and he'd probably haunt the fuck out of me because he would do that shit to spite me.
What if it was like a memorial one?
But then I wouldn't just get a tattoo of my dad, and I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, that's just not. If I was gonna get a tattoo, there was literally only a few things I ever wanted to get as a tattoo.
What is that?
One, I wanted to get on my side. I wanted to get the whole outline of the Africa continent out there, with a little shaded star where I was born at the bottom. I thought that would have been like a sick tattoo.
I thought you were gonna say the Cadillac logo.
Fuck, no,
I was like, you're so lame.
No. Oh my God. See, that's what he thinks I'm gonna say. And then I'm gonna get self-made on my knuckles.
I thought you were gonna get Cadillac. Okay, go ahead. I'm
See,
sorry.
I can't.
Go ahead.
That's why
I'm sorry. I
I
apologize.
Cadillac. This guy.
I apologize.
And then I'm gonna get Downstar right here.
Ooh, I like that.
I bet you would.
Okay, so you're gonna get Africa.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wanted to get Africa down here on my side. Literally the whole continent of Africa drawn out. A little shaded star where I was born.
Got you.
Durban. I just thought,
Go back.
that just would have been cool for me
If you like Africa so much, go back. Why are you here?
because I like it here.
Well, get a tattoo of here.
No,
See, go back then.
because remember, it's where I was from. It's my destiny
You were like
where I was started.
2 when you
So where I-
moved out.
hey,
2 years.
hey,
You don't even
hey,
know anything when
hey.
you were 2.
It's part of me.
This fool. Okay.
It's part of me.
Why don't you get
Just like
Illinois or
just
whatever?
like if you ever moved away, Oxnard will always be part of you.
Yeah. So is my hemorrhoid.
I'm actually starting to worry and think, guys, maybe he really does have a hemorrhoid. I mean, he
And
did
I
go to the
call it-
bathroom twice, and I was a
call it
little concerned.
Oxnard. I call my hemorrhoid Oxnard. and
I
it's
was a little
named.
concerned because before this podcast, he probably took at least a 15-minute shit. I kid you not.
I had pho.
I don't give a fuck what you had.
It's just science. That's how it goes. I have fast metabolism. Why do you think I look 21?
Because
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, because you drink a lot of water. Boys,
Speaking of that, shout out to our sponsors.
water.
Water. It's available everywhere you're at right now.
For free. Shout outs to H2O. If anyone doesn't know, it's actually water.
You're so stupid. It's in all of us right now. Water. Water.com.
Yeah, it really helps Frank's hemorrhoids come right on down. Yeah.
So anyways,
that's how it goes.
Africa, what else would you get?
So Africa is what I would get, and then it's pretty much the only thing I ever really wanted to get. It's just that. And I just kind of stopped thinking about it because I knew it was never going to happen. So I just didn't. I mean, I always thought it would have been cool to get like a full-on sleeve. I thought that would have been cool, but didn't happen. And then when I was younger, I always thought I'd get something cool. Like if I just wanted to be a rebel and defy my dad, I'd get something on my ass because I'd be like the only place he wouldn't see it. But then I'd be like, well, fuck, am I going to get a tattoo on my ass if no one can see it?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
What's the point of that?
Yeah. That was the only thing I could have ever thought.
That's like cussing at your parents when you're in your room and the door is closed. Fucking dad.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm fucking moving out.
Fucking running.
I'm packing my bags and I'm out.
Fucking out of here. I'm fucking a pussy. Don't say it to his face, pussy.
Exactly. But that's like the thing is like you're just like where would I get it that he fucking couldn't see it? And the only place would be my inner fucking thighs or my ass.
That's
That's it.
crazy. So just think about that act. Like you're just laying. So this is the tattoo table, and your legs are just in the air, and then you're just getting a tat like on your inner thigh.
Yep.
Damn.
That's the only spot I literally, that or my ass would be the only two spots I could literally, when I was gonna get a tattoo confidently and say that he would never know about it.
That's crazy.
Nowhere else I could have.
Yeah.
There's nowhere. Unless maybe the bottom of my foot.
If you got a tattoo right now of his memorial, that's kind of like you would be in the middle.
You know,
because it would be like, I'm defying you, but it's for you.
Yeah, he wouldn't care.
Oh, he wouldn't?
It's just, no, that's not who he was.
Yeah.
Because even if I said like anything like that, no.
That's like a loophole. You're trying to use a loophole.
I'm trying to use a loophole. Like, you know, like you figured out a loophole to get in there and it still wouldn't work. With him, he's got that Elon Musk, like literally brain, like where you like think that stuff. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't fall for it. Like a typical mind would be like, okay, I can see where you're coming from, son.
Yeah.
Him, buck no.
You know, I've been thinking about getting a tattoo lately.
Yeah, well,
I want to
already have like
tatted.
20, so.
Right here. I'm going to get my neck tatted, but I don't know what to get.
What would you get?
I'll probably get the continent of Oxnard on my neck, and then I'll put a star where I was born at, St. John's Hospital.
Fuck you.
Tattoo right there.
See how he makes fun of me? Just see how I say something personal right now, and he hits. It's like, well, or how about preparation H?
Oh shit!
Hemorrhoid. And then you'd be like, the preparation does feel good on the whole.
Hey, people are gonna know what I'm talking about, bro. It's that good itch. There's different kind of itch. I like to get my back scratched even when it doesn't itch. Yeah. Because once you start scratching, then it itches.
Yeah. You know the funny thing about my back? It's located on my cock.
Damn! That's crazy. A reference from 2001 movie. Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Super bad.
Have you seen any new movies lately?
Man, it's been, now I think it's been a minute since I've been to the movies. I'm trying to think of the last movie I saw in theaters.
Where's the last place you went on a date? Look at him, guys. Trying to think of a lie.
Oh, I'm just trying to think of a place. Probably.
Trying to think of a lie.
No, probably like sushi.
Oh, sushi.
Or Stedabello's.
Oh, Stedabello's. I go there a lot. I like that place.
Place is good.
They have the Divola.
Divola. Like that's my favorite pizza too.
That's a good one.
They got a new pizza. I'm gonna go try it tonight. That just came out. They're doing a special and it looks bomb.
Wait, tonight?
I'm going tonight.
Oh, what a coincidence!
You going tonight too?
That's where Arlo and I are going tonight.
Oh, well, I'm going with Takio and Mike.
Oh shit! We'll see you there.
I'll see you
there. Can I go?
Of course.
What time?
You're not down though.
What time?
We're going at 5:30.
Okay, I'll be there. What time is it right
Bullshit.
now? Bullshit. It's 3 o'clock.
He ain't gonna go.
2.5 hours.
Bitch ass you make some excuse and you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll go.
So I'm a bitch ass?
This is what he'll say. He'll be like, yeah,
I love my kids. I love my family.
I didn't say
I'm
that.
a bitch ass.
I didn't say
That's
say
cool.
He's a bitch ass because he'll say he'll do it. And then be like,
cool.
nah.
My son will beat the dog shit out of you, dude.
He probably would. He's fucking bigger than both of us.
That? Do you
you know, do you ever think of like, I was just thinking like, imagine I was thinking like Frank trying to discipline C2. And then C2 just looking down at you because he's bigger than you and be like, nah.
He's got like bigger legs than me.
Oh, I know.
Bigger arms, bigger hands.
And he's just taller. And he just looks down at you now.
He does.
So like when I see him and you give him a hug, he's like almost like, you know, when you're like your kids, he kisses you on top of that.
So C2 is like America and I'm like Biden. And I'm like, you better listen to me when I'm
and then
do
you like
the
fall
thing
off your bike.
that I said. And right now he's still like listening to me. But once he understands, like,
he'll be like,
bitch ass, you know?
Get out of my way.
Then he's going to whip my ass, dude.
That's right. He's all like, go take out the trash. He'll be like, you take out the trash. What you going to do? Beat me up?
You know?
You're right, son. I'll take out the trash.
I would never hit him, dude.
I know. But what I'm saying is, he's bigger than you.
He is.
Right. And you know what? Because he plays those that soccer vibes, bro. He's probably super strong. He gets you one of those, like, he'll just take his thighs and lock you up and be like, you can't breathe.
Sure. But I want that. I want him to be better than me at everything. I want him to be bigger than me. I have a little bitch ass body, dude. It's real sad. I think that's one thing that's helped me with like success and motivation.
Is having a bitch ass body.
Yeah, because I had to go through a lot of like turmoil when I was smaller, and like people would surround me and just point and laugh at me, and that like builds your character up, dude. So that makes you think like,
hey, don't worry. Hey, if you guys are watching this and you have a bitch ass scrawny little body,
yeah,
There's hope for you
There's
yet.
hope for you, man. You can make it happen.
You can sell bolts right outside.
Sell bolts.
And have hemorrhoids at the same time.
And have hemorrhoids at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I think there are certain things that like having I don't want to say disabilities, but I think having like a little bitch ass body is like a disability, you know? It's you benefit from it sometimes.
They call it little man complex.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I have that anymore. In my head, I still do.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be saying things and I'll be like, I'm better than that. And then in my head, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What are you thinking? So I'm always having that internal battle.
At the back of it, you're like, I can see you're like in Seinfeld, the two chess guys is like thinking back and forth. You're like, they're fighting in your head. You're like, who's gonna win?
So it's that's the boss voice and the bitch voice.
Going back and forth in you.
Yeah, and you got to just silence that bitch voice. But it's still around. It's still always there.
It'll always
just
be
like that boss voice is in you, and you ignore it.
Still
the
there.
bitch voice is still in me, and I try to like just battle with it every single
Rap
day.
battle.
For sure. It comes to the point where I'll see a piece of trash on the floor, and I'll just walk by it, and then I'll stop. And then my boss voice is like, "Go pick that shit up, you bitch." And then I go, and then I pick it up.
You're like, damn it, I almost got away with it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like I have to get away with it internally.
Yeah, because you can't. And then you got to go walk backwards and pick it up.
Yeah, for sure. So, life is good though, bro.
That's good.
You know, have you eaten anything good lately?
No, I'm just usual stuff like sushi and stuff like that, and pizzas and whatnot. And I mean, the last like really really good thing I went to was with a couple of weeks ago. I went to Nobu. That was about it.
Oh
yeah, no, shout out. I take that back. Went to this really really good place called what was it? Son of a Butcher.
Oh wow.
In Texas.
Oh,
and
okay.
it was a week ago, and it was bomb. It's like these like mini, almost little burgers, but they were like done like tri-tip style with like caramelized onion, special. Anyway, they were bomb. Like fresh cut beef, and it was in Texas. It was really good. It was called Son of a Butcher, and that food was really good.
That sounds good.
So, because you get really good like barbecue and tri-tip stuff over there, so that stuff to me is like, ooh, fire.
What if you found out that it was human meat?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I already ate it. What do you want me to do?
Well,
it's already been
would you go
processed
back?
Probably not.
Well, it was the body like signed up. They checked the box.
Probably not. But I already ate it, and whatever it is. What about you?
I would definitely try human.
No. But what I'm saying is, if you ate it and you're like good, and then would you go and eat it again if you found out what it was?
Yeah, but I would have to know what kind of human it was.
Like a bitch ass scrawny little body.
No, I'd want it to be somebody who like took care of their body and was a good person and knew that like they had a picture of them or a video that's like, hey man, you know, I lived a good life and I gotta get out of here, but please enjoy me. Please enjoy me with your family.
That's how I know Frank is full of shit.
I would.
You know why?
Why?
Because when he eats his eggs, do you think he eats the chicken that was, oh, I really had a good life and I was grass fed and I was roaming around with my other little homie chickens and I ate it?
That's funny you say that.
Because you know what? He eats his eggs.
My yolks are orange, fool.
Uh-huh.
You don't even know what that means, right? That's a good ass happy egg, black carton. Not those bitch ass.
That's what they like to tell you.
This is the color of your egg yolks.
Tell you,
that yellow, mellow yellow is the color of your egg yolks.
That's what they like to tell him.
No, you could tell from the
of course.
You could tell from the yolks. You could tell from the yolks. And that's just the period of the egg because it hasn't even been fertilized. Yeah. So it's really just like eating chicken period. It's facts. That's what it is.
Disgusting.
It's chicken period, and that's what you're eating. And I eat the best chicken period that there is. Ash gets the good ones from Sprouts. So it has the very yellow. They're like $8 a dozen though.
Fuck that.
Pretty expensive.
Damn.
How much is a dirty period egg dozen?
So regular eggs are like about like $5.99 now.
Okay, yeah.
They've come up a lot over since that bird flu shit. But
that's not even real.
I know, but government makes you think it is.
Yeah.
So they can charge you more.
Yeah.
Just like our gas.
Whatever. Who cares? Fuck it. fuck it, whatever.
But yet it's $3.20 in Texas.
Yeah,
Right
who
now.
cares? But it's Texas. It's
Yeah.
not here. It's not California.
But I tell you what, those roads are nice.
Who cares? I never look at, this is a terrible road. I wish I was in Texas to drive a smoother road.
Hey, bro, I tell you what, those potholes, they fuck up your car pretty bad.
Who cares? You know, I just got my wheels on the M.
Mm-hmm.
I just got them repowder coated
Why?
because they were all curbed up.
From
and,
what?
And from potholes.
Oh, didn't you just say, who fucking cares?
I don't care. I'm telling you what it is, but I don't care.
You know why? Obviously, he cares.
I don't care.
Because if he didn't care, he would still have those curved up wheels.
I don't. They didn't match, so I would powder coated them anyway.
Oh.
So if they were perfectly in perfect condition, I would have still did them. I would powder coat them so they would match the car. And then I curbed them. So I had them like 2 weeks, dude.
That sucks.
And then I curbed it.
Like, fuck.
Whatever. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
it was one of those things where I curbed it, and 10 minutes later,
You're like, fuck it.
Nah.
Oh, well.
Whatever. Who fucking cares?
I
Whatever,
don't. I've
dude.
curbed my wheels so many times,
You
I
know?
don't even care.
Who's gonna say something? It's like, yeah, you got curb wheels.
Yep.
Who cares? Okay,
Facts.
whatever. It just life goes on, like Tupac.
No, not like Tupac. Not like Tupac at all, because it don't go on.
Damn, poor Tupac.
I know. It's just, you like Frank's his references right there?
Poor
Life goes
Tupac.
on like Tupac. Nope, it doesn't. Hey, you should make a shirt that says that.
Life goes on like Tupac.
And then dot. No, it doesn't.
That's a good one. There's a lot of t-shirts that I would like to make quotes and stuff. Maybe that's what we'll do to make money from the podcast.
Dang.
We'll put the logo on the front,
'Kay.
and then the back we'll just have like a random ass quote from the podcast.
And you make limited edition shirts, so we can do like every podcast we do. There's gonna be one quote in them, one quote from that podcast.
I could do that because,
Of course you can.
For Sticker Mule, you can make your own T-shirt, and it's only like $21 shipped.
See?
And you can put whatever you want
Yeah.
on it, and it's just
It'd
a
be like
one-on-one.
preparation H for Frank's itch.
Oh shit! Make it like a Preparation H bottle.
Yeah,
Or whatever. You're not gonna shame me.
I'm not.
I know you got some old ass white disease going on.
That's what you think, but
something.
remember, he forgets I got this African blood in me. Man,
so it
AIDS.
evens out.
I'm
so,
kidding.
so it evens out.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So it evens out.
That's right. You ever just wonder, like, why I'm like half the time like darker than you half the time,
No.
and you're like, you ever wonder that? I wonder that.
So I wonder a lot of things.
I know.
about you sometimes.
I know you do. You always be thinking about me.
I do, man. I'm glad we were able to pod, TJ.
I know. It's a good time. We have some fun doing it,
It was, man.
and we're gonna do more of them.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. We got to commit. We got to do more of them. Make it fun. Make it a real thing. Just do. I don't care. You do one a month.
For sure, dude.
We'll
Because
just get it on the books.
I was looking at my old podcast, and I'm like, damn, man. There was a time I was doing 2 pods a week.
I remember.
That's crazy. 2 pods a week, and like long combos
Yeah.
too.
But do you ever think? I also feel like it's good for your soul.
Yeah, I love talking, man.
I know, we know you love talking.
Yeah. I
But
love
yeah, no,
hearing
it's good.
myself talk. You
Yeah,
know?
that's the Downstar way.
Conceited.
Only a little bit. Poquito.
Poquito. So you like the new stew?
Yeah, it's dope. I love it.
Yeah.
I
me
really
too,
do.
man.
I was actually shocked when I came in. It's really dope.
I have
Really
a
good
lot
job
more
with it.
space to add things.
Yeah. No, you did a good job with it. I'm very impressed.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It's literally no more Dr. Phil vibes.
I know, man. I had
It's
to
tight.
get. Do you ever see yourself getting married?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
You're getting there, bro.
It could happen. Could not happen.
What are you, 36 right now?
35.
35. That's pretty old, bro.
Yeah, 35.
You got to get. You should just have a kid. Just
have one. Just,
yeah.
bam.
Just to have it
Bam.
out there. And then
Just to have it out there. Just poof.
if the things work out for you and the mom, that's one thing. But
Nah, I just don't trust people. That's the reason why I wouldn't get married.
you don't trust people
I don't trust people.
in general.
In general.
That's a
It's
crazy
just-
way
I
to look
know,
at things.
But that's why.
Why is that?
Because I just don't trust people.
What has somebody done to you that made you not trust every single human? 8 billion people. What did one person do?
I just see all the shit that goes on in life.
But you don't see the other side of things.
Yeah.
So what if these?
Because I'm jaded.
You are, dude. There, we've got it.
Jaded.
You
But
should-
here's the thing. You have a kid, right? Let me just. I'll make this short for you guys. You have a kid. Cool. It's great. Beautiful kid, right? You have this with this chick that you're with. Cool. She cute. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Then she turns psycho on you. Whatever. Then she tries to stab you or whatever it is. Like we were talking about. But no, not even just talking about that.
Okay.
You have a way of raising your kid. She has a 180% way of raising her kid the other way. Right? Bam, you already have a few. Cool, whatever. Then she wants to leave you or whatever just the case is. Then you have to go through and whatever your whole life now becomes a hassle about what you want to do with your kid. Because you can't just go and be like, hey, I'm going to take my son here. No, you can't, because now you have to go through the whole obligations of with what that other person has to do and how you live their lives. So like, oh, I'm going to have my kid, he's going to try milk today. Hell no, you ain't going to make him try milk today, blah, blah, blah. He's going to have organic free oat milk or whatever. You know, just like you always have someone else's opinion. So you can't just make a simple decision for your kid because you have to justify it with someone else. And the reason why I'm saying this, I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I have friends that dealt with this. I have my brother that dealt with this. So it's just like simple things that should be simple can become so complicated for no reason. But they can be because they can. And part of me thinks of that. So it's just like the object. So it's like there's great things that can come from it. But then there's also chaotic things that can come from it. And then it's just like I see a friend that, wanted to take his son to Mexico. Couldn't do it because the whole shit that went on with that. And it's just like he wanted to just take him on vacation, but it became a big thing. But little things like that can become a pain. And then it's just like more drama and stress for no reason. So look, obviously you get married because you fall in love, right? It's the reason why people get married. They want to get married. They want to be with that person. Tell me why divorce rate is like, what is it, like 68% or something? Some like astronomical number, right? And do you think if people knew that they would get married? No, they wouldn't. If they knew that they were going to end up breaking up with that person or not being together with that person, they probably would have never got married in the first place. So people are like, oh, you find the right one you love. Bullshit. Everyone fucking finds the right one when they get married. That's why you fucking get married, because you think it's the right one. That's why you get married. But times change. People change. So that person that could be normal could not be normal. Shit can happen and they can change. They can go through an alter life thing, have an epiphany, and be a whole different person. Something can trigger them in their head. They could be a whole different person than that person you fell in love with.
Gotcha.
So, me being that way and having that thought is, okay, it becomes so much more complicated than having something that's so much more simple. So that's just how I think. And I think of like, I see people get married. I see people get divorced. I see the fighting. I see the argument. And I see just the hassle just to take the kid to do something so simple.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It sucks for the kid. And then it's just like nowadays, sad to say, bro, but people have kids, like girls have kids and try it for money reasons. And I hate that. It's not about that for the kid. Like, you think about that and that stuff bugs the crap out of me. Like someone wants to have a kid with you for a meal ticket, and then they're spending the money that you're giving them on child support on themselves, and then the kid's not. Like, I don't agree with that shit at all. Like, so like when I think of like the situations that go on and all the stuff you have to get involved, it's so complicated when something could be so simple. But then I take the risk of the reward. What do you do? So that's just what I think of that goes on in my brain.
Yeah.
And yes, I am jaded. But like I said, when I just don't trust people, I don't. I have a hard time trusting people. It's the way of the world we live in now.
For sure.
And it's hard to trust people. Do you trust everyone? No, you don't. And there's also a reason why you only have a certain amount of friends too, because you also trust very few people as well.
Yeah.
That you would trust with your life. And it's just, in my mind, I've seen it. I've lived it. I have close family, friends, brothers. I have 2 out of 3 brothers. 2 out of the 3 are divorced. Only 1 is married. That is still married. So you're right off the bat, you're already going to be jaded because you've already been in it, been exposed to it. So your odds, and I'm an odds guy. I go off of odds. Something in my favor, odds, I'll lean towards it. If it's not in my odds, chances are maybe I won't.
So with that sort of logic, that means that nobody should ever try to be an entrepreneur.
Well, that's 2 different things I'm talking about.
It's odds.
Yeah, but I'm talking about 2 different things. Odds, if you're being an entrepreneur, you're doing that shit on your own.
Well,
you don't have to justify anything to anyone. This is like, for instance, like you said, you're an entrepreneur. You started this company. You didn't have to answer to anyone else on this company. This is your company. You don't have to make decisions. So if you're like, tomorrow I'm going to make shoes. I'm going to make shoes tomorrow, Downstar shoes. You don't have to go check with someone else. Hey, Joe, I think we want to make shoes tomorrow. I think Downstar's next venture is we're going to make shoes. And then Joe goes, are you fucking stupid? Hell no. I don't agree with that. So now you're at an argument. Well, I think I do. Well, I think we don't. Now you're at a pass because now you both own 50% of this company, and now you have to find an amicable solution for that.
Well, who chose Joe to be 50% of the company?
Let's just say you did.
Right?
Let's just say you did.
I did. So what made me make that choice? Don't I have any sort of responsibility in making that choice?
Of course.
So...
But you could also be desperate in a financial thing, like finding someone as a backer, because that happens a lot of times.
Which it isn't
It does
desperate
happen.
or not.
I know.
It's a choice that I made.
It is.
So the person that you decide to be with is a choice that you made.
Yeah.
So you're not taking any responsibility for the choices that you made for the people that you allow in your life.
Essentially,
right?
Yeah, I guess.
So so just say that the people that you know that got in these relationships and then got divorced. Mm-hmm. Looking at it through that aspect means that they did everything perfectly and still ended up down this road, right?
Okay.
That's how you would have to be viewing relationships, marriage, having children.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
So you would have to look at it as that these people did everything in your power, in their power,
to make it work theoretically, yes.
And that's where it ended up at.
Correct.
See that? So that's a different perspective than I look at it at.
Because I look at it like no one wants to get a divorce. No one would go through the hassle.
Of course. Nobody wants to get a divorce, but not everybody wants to put in that effort to make something succeed. Like being an entrepreneur, right?
Very true.
So if you look at all of these bad examples, because you don't know the kind of effort, you don't know the husband that they are, you don't know the effort that they put in.
Yep.
You can't look at that and say, well, I don't want to do that, because maybe you would do things differently.
It's true.
You know?
And that's why I think of, this is the way I think, Frank. I'm going to be successful by what I do, by what I work, and by what I put into it. Naturally. I can control it. I can't control someone else.
You can, because I
can't control you. I can't control anybody else. I'm not that person. You can't physically do it. Mentally, you can't do it. You can't control anyone. You can only tell them and give them advice what you think they should do, but you can't control anyone.
But there's a reason why we're still friends now.
Oh, of course.
Right?
But do I ever try to control you?
No, but
no.
But look at it like this, right?
Okay.
There's a reason that we're still friends right now, right?
Okay.
Because I have passed every sort of vetting process that you have that would determine if somebody is a good person, right?
Okay.
So if you went at that same way with having a life partner, if you were actually honest with yourself and didn't overlook the red flags, and you really decided, well, this is somebody that I would like to build a future with, and I'm going to do my part, and I feel, since I vetted this person, since I feel like I know this person, that this is going to succeed.
Yeah.
That's the 40%.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is 40%.
That's the 40%.
Correct.
So
Maybe
you
even
saying
less,
you saying that you wouldn't want to go down that path because of the 60% who decided to watch football on Sundays instead of spend time with their family, who decided to work instead of spend time with their family, who never wanted to keep that relationship, that spark alive with their significant other, who was a deadbeat dad, you know?
No, that's
and if you do have that confidence in yourself of being able to recognize a good person, being able to recognize somebody that will be a good partner, a good business partner, or what have you, all it's going to take is just working towards it.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's true. I mean, and like I said, and I'm just giving you a statistic. I'm not saying everyone's like
For sure.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying everyone's like that, because it's not. Like I grew up in a good home, you know? Like I'm not from a broken home. So like, and there are people that I know that are, and there are the people that aren't. And of course people are also like, you know, it does affect them in different ways, of course. But what I'm saying is just from what I've seen in my personal experiences.
And most people are idiots.
It's true.
And most people, if you honestly looked at all of these people that their relationships didn't end up in a positive way, if you looked at it honestly with all feelings aside, you would be able to tell, yeah, maybe he could have did more.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe that was a dick move that guy ended up doing.
Yeah.
Whether it's your homie or not.
No,
whatever.
You're
know?
Right. And obviously, you know, you're coming from the outside, so you don't know all the ins and outs of everything.
For sure. And you don't know how
And that's just, and I'm just, like I said, it's just from a statistic, from like a divorce rate statistic and just things like that. That's just what I'm going off of.
For sure.
But at the same time, as like I said, it's just, I just think of like, it's hard because I like to be in control of my destiny, like to be in control of my future, of how I can control things. Essentially is I like to know that I can, you know, make something and create it, and I know that I can be successful myself. I know that my mind state will let me be successful in some form of way, because I'm not going to give up on certain things, right? Mm-hmm. So my work ethic is good. So therefore, like what I think in my mind is I can control it. If I need to get something done, I will do it myself, because I can get it done.
For sure.
And I know I'm not going to ask someone else that I'm going to get done and they don't do it, and then I look like an idiot. And it's happened before. But if I say, hey, Joe, can you do this for me? And he's like, yeah, I got you. And he forgets to do it, and he doesn't do it. And I'm like, fuck, well, I'm in charge of Joe, and he didn't do it. Still falls on me.
For sure.
Because of that. But a lot of times I just end up doing stuff myself, because I know if I do it, the peace of mind in my head, it's going to get done.
For
and
sure.
I'm going to finish it. And it's going to be done, and I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to be successful. So having being that is, I don't always like to rely on other people. So that's the other thing too. It's because you can get burned. Naturally,
then you're
which you can, but then also, you know, it's other way around. You can also not get burned. You know, it's a 50-50. But like I said, from statistics, from what I'm talking about in the other ranges, it's not.
Statistically speaking, most people are idiots.
It's true. I mean, it's
right.
I mean, theoretically, in the world we live in now, they are.
So that's the way that,
including our president,
all of them,
idiot.
They're
Most
idiots. You know,
it's because most of them are corrupted by the media. It's corrupted by just so much stuff and they're influenced by so many other things in the world, and it's true. Rather than, they don't think with their own opinions, they think of whatever someone else says, and then they'll run with it.
For sure.
And that's the world we live in now.
So
most people don't have their own opinions. They just take the opinion of someone else. Oh, that guy's famous. I like his opinion. I'm gonna stick with him.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how voting happens. All this stuff, like, oh, I like her. She's voting for. I'm gonna go with that. Like, that's kind of how like the world processes it. Kind of like what we talked about with subliminal messaging and stuff. It's all like mind control and all this stuff that goes on in the world, like where the government wants you to do a certain thing, wants you to go a certain way. Like the same thing with, like, to me, like with all those vaccines, like they want you to go it that way. Like, think about this. You want to really think about a fucking trippy thing in it. I thought of it the other day, and it really fucking opened home for me. They say the reason why they're giving out free vaccines is why? Because they said they're trying to help you from a deathly virus that could kill you. So they want to give you a free drug to save your life, right? Mm-hmm. Would you not agree that diabetes is a like insulin is not a life-saving drug?
Yeah.
So right, it's life-saving. Why is insulin not free?
It is if you take it.
Well, no, it's not free. You have to pay for it. Chemo.
Yeah.
Chemo is a life-saving drug, or it could be, or to save your life. Why isn't chemo free?
You got to prove anything to me,
no,
bro.
Think about it. But
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
but
it. There's no money in
there's no money. Yeah, there's no money in
curing you.
Exactly.
No,
so why would they want to give you free shit? They wouldn't want to give you free shit.
So why would you turn the conversation away from
TJ That's not what I'm saying.
Isn't having
But what I'm saying is we
a
went
serious relationship with an idea for a future. And your reasoning for a future with a family and a child. And your reasoning is 60% of marriages end up in divorce.
Correct.
Rewind the pod a little bit. I look at everything in a positive light. Fast forward. 60% of it. That's just statistics. So why aren't you looking at the 40%?
Because you also got to protect yourself from certain things as well.
Who protects yourself?
Me.
You. Okay?
So if I get married, let's just hypothetically, I get married tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Get married, whatever. Half of whatever I own goes to that person. Mm-hmm. Half of it. So if I own a home, which I do, half of my home goes to the other person.
Okay, so it's 3:29 p.m.
Okay.
So you have 8.5 hours that you're going to meet somebody and marry them.
I'm just giving you a hypothetical.
There's not
a year from now. A year from now.
I'm not even saying a year.
2 years.
No,
5
I'm not
years.
even saying that. Okay.
What I'm saying is half of whatever I own becomes theirs. Whatever they didn't work for, they just get.
But they who? Who chose the they?
Whoever I marry.
But who chose that person?
It would be me.
So whose mistake is that?
It'd be mine.
Okay.
So
therefore,
you're already. I'm not making my mistakes.
So you're already.
I'm protecting myself. Therefore, I don't have to get married to enjoy life. I don't have to.
You don't have to.
I can meet a girl. I don't have to get married.
No, you don't have to.
But that's my point. I like to protect myself. So I'm always have my guard up for a reason. Mm-hmm. Because I protect my assets that I can control. There's a reason why there's such thing as a prenup, right? They make it for a reason. Are you just smelling the fucking mic, you sicko? See, I'm giving you facts, bro.
You are.
You want me to? I'm giving you an open, honest conversation.
But there's only two people, or there's only one person that could speak from the other side of things.
Of course,
right?
You're one of the 40 or 38%,
and you can be one of them too.
Oh, I can't. I can also be one of the 68 or 65%.
No, you can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
You can't. Because
you know
the reason is
because you don't know the chick that I might marry.
No, because I see you and I know you and I know that you could be part of the 40%. That's how I know. Because I know Teach is a hard worker, and I know that he picks good people to be in his life.
But my point
Arlo,
is, you never know.
Lorenzo, Takio. I know TJ picks good people to be in his life, and TJ is not gonna marry a dumbass 60% broad. He's gonna marry a 40% broad who he's gonna have a beautiful family with, that is not gonna take his home, that is not gonna take all of his money, that is gonna bring him happiness that he's never experienced. You never know. You never know either way.
Yeah, Johnny Depp thought he married a good girl, and then she ended up shitting in his bed.
Johnny Depp is a professional liar. Nobody knows who he is. He's everybody.
Because he's an actor?
Because he's not even himself. So he is a professional liar.
Because he's an actor would make him...
Yes, of course.
So
because he's not that person. Yeah, every single actor
is a professional liar.
Is a professional liar. That is what they do. They lie for a profession. Right?
I guess, they're the best. Then you would say that all actors should be divorced.
No, that's totally different.
Because you say they're all liars.
I mean, they are
professional liars.
Professional liars. So, how do you know when they're telling the truth?
You don't know.
You don't know.
But so that's anyone could just be you could be a pathological liar, and then how would you know if they're telling the truth or not?
Well, if they're the greatest actor, then you would know.
But do you see what I'm saying? A pathological liar.
Fuck Johnny Depp. You're not Johnny Depp.
I'm just giving you Kevin Costner. The only reason why I'm saying Kevin Costner because my mom just went to a Kevin Costner party the other day. Some Room 5. It was kind of cool.
God, TJ.
I'm just saying, bro. Statistics are statistics.
TJ.
And let me just tell you, when you go bet on sports, do you bet on statistics? Hell yeah, you do. That's why there's odds. Okay. And you go with the odds that are favored to you.
Look at the statistics. That's the statistics.
That's not a. That's SOS.
SOS.
SOS
that's
something.
Crazy.
Something
crazy.
Just popped up. It said SOS something.
Name. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that.
Yeah, because it says SOS. Send help.
I'm just trying to show you.
The light.
Logically speaking, these are the words
With those logic glasses.
that you're using with logic glasses.
He's trying to speak to me with logic glasses. That's a quote right there. That's a quote.
I just want to see you with a girl, bro, that you could build with.
It'll happen one day. We'll see.
No, it's not
It's
going to
gotta be-
happen if you don't allow it to happen.
It's got to happen naturally, organically, and it just depends. Like I said, only time will tell.
If you have all these walls built up, it's not going to happen. You know?
It can.
You're stopping yourself from enjoying that, from having that other part of life because you're scared that you're going to get hurt. Fuck it. Everyone gets hurt, bro. And then you move on. But not everybody's the same.
It's true.
You know?
It's true.
That's it. I would love it if we could just have TJ over. TJ and fucking Cynthia. I don't know, some stupid ass broad.
Cynthia.
What would her name be? Let's paint a picture of her right now. What does she look like? Cynthia. What's her name?
I don't know.
Just think of a name.
Pick a name.
Pick a name.
Pick a name. I already know where you're going.
No, because you guys aren't good for each
I'm
other.
gonna
And
go-
I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
her
go- Are you
if
ready
she
what
was
I'm gonna do?
fucking sitting right there, I'll tell her, leave my friend alone. Leave my friend alone. Don't text my friend over. Leave my friend alone.
All right. Here you go. You ready? We'll go.
Leave him alone.
We'll go. Ashley.
Oh my god, that's my wife's name. Okay, Ashley.
No. We'll go Sarah.
Sarah. Okay.
Simple name.
Sarah,
Common name.
right?
Sarah.
So Sarah, what if Sarah from the other side meets you and she starts talking to you and like, oh, this guy's cool, man, he has a good job and everything. You start talking and you come up with that statistics bullshit.
Well, I never talk about statistics with women.
Okay.
This is a guy conversation.
Okay.
Two different worlds we live in, Frank.
You think so?
There is.
Yeah. I think
No, there 100% is two different worlds.
Look at you getting so heated.
I'm not. This is the conversation.
No. Okay, this is it. This is it, right?
This is the real conversation.
This is the real conversation.
Yeah.
I'm playing cards.
Okay.
Here's your 5.
Yep.
That's
I
it.
got a 5.
Those are your 5 cards you're dealt, right?
Royal flush.
I don't want to fucking. You could have it, however you play it. I don't want to hear about you complaining about the cards you're dealt. The society that we're in, this is the cards that we're dealt. Complaining about it, complaining about the 60%, ain't gonna change nothing. You know, you got to shoot for the 40%, dude. That's it. These are the cards that we're dealt. This is society that we're dealt. This is the government that we're dealt. This is the social media that we're dealt. This is everything that is dealt. It's how you decide to play your hands, how it's dealt. You know?
That's true.
Drop the mic. I don't always want to be right, you know? I want to be wrong.
Yeah, he does.
I want to be wrong.
You don't.
I want you to get in a relationship, and I want everything to go perfect for 10 years.
10 years, and then
I want her to fucking
take everything after the 10 years.
And then I'll be like,
hey, it was good for 10 years.
You're right, TJ.
It happens.
You're right.
Hey, my brother was in a relationship, married for 10 years. 10 years and like 2 months. And then after 10 years, skedaddled.
Yeah, I know, bro. But you got to look at everything.
But you never know.
You got to look at everything with an open eye, you know. And that's why you said all you can control is you.
That's right. Like I said, I can only control myself.
So you can control the people that you allow in your life. You can control which way that your life goes.
Hell yeah.
You know.
But like I said,
I could just see you with a little fucking, with a little Steven. You'll name your kid Steven.
No.
A little Steven right here.
I wouldn't name my kid
And he's sitting
Steven.
right there. And right now we're like 5 years. Steven, what's up, Steven? Hi, fucker.
I wouldn't name my kid Steven.
What would you name him?
Wouldn't be Steven.
You gotta think of it in your head.
I already did a long time ago, but
what's
my brother stole the name, so I ain't gonna be
Gavin.
Gavin?
What is it?
Like Gavin Newsom?
No, Gavin really ruined like
that name.
Huh?
He did.
Because before it was like,
popular.
Gavin, what was it from Bush, right?
Yeah, Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah, that was Gwen Stefani's ex-husband. Handsome dude, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Good singer.
Good singer.
It really was.
And then now it's like
now everyone's just thinking of Gavin Newsom. And they're like, fuck that guy. It's facts, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
Love. Open yourself up to love, dude. If you get hurt, what do you think's gonna happen? You're not tough enough to get past it?
I never said I wasn't.
Well, then that's it. Just bet on your strengths. Just build on there. You know? It's perspective, how you look at everything. So what happens if she steals everything and steals everything that you work for? Fuck it.
And then I fucking blow my brains out and kill myself.
No, just redo it again. If you did it once, you're able to do it again.
That's not always true.
It is. That's not always true on the
statistically.
No.
That's not always true.
The confidence that you have in yourself.
No, of course. You got to have confidence. Of course.
If you have ultimate
I
confidence.
know. That's why I said I know I can bounce and land on my feet.
That's it.
And I've done it. And I've proven I have.
Yeah.
And you've seen me do it.
That's it.
And I've already done it in other ways more than one.
Like a cat.
But
that's why I always call you a pussy. Because I've always seen you. Lands on your feet.
See this?
And then you prance. Sometimes you prance when you walk.
Oh, I got to do the prance now.
And I say, what's up, pussy? And then you're like.
Prancing.
Just prancing around.
That's what I deal with, guys. And you want to know why I take shots at them.
I just want a double date. That's it. You know?
That'll happen. One day.
I love it. That's it. We're starting somewhere.
Hell yeah. It was a good time.
TJ, I love you, bro. I love having you on the pod.
Good pod, good times.
You're a good dude. Yeah. I wish you would have brought some sort of snack. Hopefully, like the most. Oh my god, you did.
Oh, you think I don't have snacks in my pocket? Damn right.
You're a child. No wonder you think how you do.
See, all of a sudden this motherfucker goes.
Where's my camera? They can zoom in right here.
He
It
goes
says age 4 and up.
as he fucking eats it. He can't even handle it.
Oh my god.
He can't even handle the sourness.
Why would you do this?
You don't like sour words?
That's crazy. That's crazy that you like Sarah is watching right now and you just blew every fucking chance you had with Sarah because you just pulled out that from your pocket. That's crazy, dude.
Just the man that just wanted it and ate it.
I'm judging you. I'm definitely judging you.
Judge all you want. I don't care.
TJ, thank you for being on the pod, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for
Back
listening.
from our sponsors.
If you guys want to follow along TJ's life, T-Money805. He'll post himself singing at an Ed Sheeran concert. If he goes to a concert, he'll have 12 story posts that he'll post. Usually shaky, not the best quality. He'll usually do like some kind of zooming in action where he thinks it helps out. It really doesn't. And he'll show you everybody that you've never wanted to see in concert. Thank you guys for listening.
That's right. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. This is Downtime with Downstar, and we out. Peace.